Hi, guys. 3 nights in a row. Yeah, I owe it. I owe it to you. But I needed an excuse to play a little bit tonight, so. Because last night, we didn't play Star Trek. We didn't play Star Trek last night, so I need to do some Star Trek stuff. Hi, Waffly. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You again. Oh, I forgot the timer. Yep, there we go. Yep, it's me again. Not even close, Balabom. Listen, I have never claimed to be number one. Balabom writes, with the content creator shakeup, does this make me number one? No, I wasn't even number two. All right. Ham Sam, due to what's happening, are you now the number one content creator? No. I'm pretty sure yesterday I was 12th. So, I mean, I might have moved up to 11th. Not sure. Raj says, what's happening? Oh, there was a little drama today. Did I get re-upped? I did. So, Raj says, where was I? Probably in the same place I was. I was focused on busy working today. I will give you some limited commentary once we start the show. Evening, everybody. I got to do a pre-roll. In like 40 seconds. Hey, what's going on, Dustin? How you doing, man? Hey, Cruzito, what did you miss? I'm actually surprised some of you guys don't know about this. To me, it feels like it's all over the place because I've gotten no less than 100 DMs today. I've gotten a lot of DMs today. So... All right, I got to do a pre-roll. Got to do a pre-roll in here like 10 more seconds. Hey, J4D. How you doing? Got to hit that pre-roll. You guys go ahead and punch it, okay? Boom. Shaka-laka-laka. Boom, boom. What are good tips for lower ops level players to beat the Q's trials? So, Dustin, honestly, the best hint that I can give you, it depends on how low you're going. All right? But Pike Moreau Chen works because they are mostly energies, most of them, and they are not limited by Chen's level 50 cap because they're not actually numbered. So that will help a little bit for a little while until you get to a certain point. Anyway. Yeah, you can scan them. They're level 1. Dustin says, I'm missing Pike. Have you finished all your entry level like command trainings and all that stuff? Because there's a lot of shards for Pike in there. Hey, what's going on, Keith? How you doing, man? Yeah, until you get to like 100 billion power hostiles, you're right, Divine. That'll work. So it'll be good. Silvertap says, I haven't been on Discord today, so I missed whatever's up. Well, here's the thing. There's no public announcement about it. So, but, I mean, still, I don't know. It's weird. News travels fast around here. Joseph says, as an Op 62, it's taken me 100 days to upgrade one building. 100? Oh, no, Joseph. First of all, it shouldn't be taking 100. Did you do a bulk upgrade? If you did, that was a bug, and you can file a ticket now, and they will give you the number of Sigma speed-ups to clear that out. That was a bug. Sigma doesn't take that long. Sigma buildings are like 6, 8, 10 days. But if you did a bulk upgrade and you've got that 100 days, you just need to file a ticket. If you file a ticket, yo, Joseph, give me that, DM me that ticket number. I can help you. I can help you with that. 'Cause I know what's going on with that. Oh, apparently there's more drama now. Now people are screenshotting me stuff. Gosh. Hey, what's up, JG Nasty? I thought when I read your name, I think JG Nasty. Hey, guys, I've got the lights off because I've got a headache today. I apologize. I've got a little bit of a headache, so I'm not going to turn the bright lights on right now if it's okay. Okay. Hey, Rose, how are you? I want to look at something here. Hang on a second. I'm looking up something here. Hang on a second. Huh. Hey, Wilson, what's going on, buddy? All right, let me say hi to a bunch of people. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Yes, Waffly, I know about the mission reward as well. Are you talking about Khan's Champions mission? Oh, yeah, sorry, Karkin. My bad. I always forget. Good evening, Karkin. What's going on, brother? How are you? How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good. Sorry to hear you have a headache.
Here's the thing. Yes, I would love some. I have been suffering from like a mild headache for the last few days, actually. Like, I don't know why. It's not like crazy. It's not hurting. It's just like a dull ache. I don't know if it's sinuses or allergies, but it's just annoying. It's annoying. It's been bothering me. So it's just like a nagging little, not a horrible headache. Certainly not a migraine. Someone asked the other day, "Oh, I've got migraine treatments." I'm like, "No, I don't think I'm in that bad a shape. I don't feel like it's a migraine." I know people who suffer migraines, and I don't feel like what I've got is a migraine. But
J-Flow might have it. Ghost energy withdrawals. Yeah.
You know what? Fortunately for me, I have a ghost energy with me right here tonight. So I'll do that. Oh, man. I'll do that here tonight.
If I'm feeling sick, I always just drink Dr. Pepper.
I'm trying to find something. And I guess I might not be able to find it. I don't know. I was looking for a specific Discord server. Is there no way to find that? I guess not. Can't just search for one. Huh. Anyway. No, it's not DJs After Dark, Mr. Leahy. I've got a little bit of a headache. I got a little bit of a headache, so I didn't want to turn on the bright lights. But I can. I mean, I don't mind to. I am not having ghost energy withdrawals because I have tonight with me an orange creamsicle ghost energy. But I'm not going to drink that just yet because I still have some Coke that I need to finish up here a little bit. So, all right. I am assuming that there's a lot of questions. I've gotten hundreds and hundreds of DMs today. So let me catch up on chat for a second, and then we'll do a just chatting for a little bit if that's what you guys want, and I'll try to answer some questions because obviously I know everybody's got questions. Okay, let's see. Let me go back up to Dustin's question about Q's trials, and I'll start from there. Hi, Rose. How are you? Keith, hello. Why did my music stop? Did I forget to turn on the shuffle mode? Shuffle. No, that's off.
I thought that was perfectly timed to go into question mode.
You want to leave it off? You like the no music?
I
I kind of like having a little bit of music, but I mean, I can leave the music off. I don't care.
No, there's always good music. No music is cheered.
No music is good music. Hey, Thumbelina, how are you? Give Oliver more Coke? No, he doesn't need it. All right. Why are you going to spend hours staring at a computer screen if I have a headache? Because I love you guys and I missed you guys. I wanted to hang out with you guys. Besides, I owed you a bonus stream tonight. Lost in. I should have a cool graphic. I should have a cool graphic up on the screen. But thank you to Lost In, who, among others, it wasn't obviously an exclusive thing, but he did like half of it himself, contributed to the bonus stream category over here. And so tonight is a bonus stream. And I am going to have to stream on Friday. I'm going to tell you, I mentioned this to Tarpy. So Tuesday we were planning, I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, I don't remember. We were planning our schedule for the rest of the week. And then I realized, and this is my own fault, this is me having a hectic life. I have an engagement with Landon tomorrow. So I'm actually leaving work early, and I'm driving up to where he is. And I'm going to spend the evening with him. For those of you who don't know, that is my oldest son. And so when I got that phone call and I got that invitation and, we're going to talk and have a nice dinner. And obviously, that is where this father is going to be. That's where this very full of love and full of hope and positively motivated father is going to be tomorrow. So I will not be able to do a pod tomorrow. That said, I will try to get back and do a stream with you guys on Friday. And then Friday won't be a bonus stream. That'll be a makeup stream. Okay? So I will do that for you guys on Friday, but I will not be here tomorrow because Landon called and I got to go. Okay? So there's that, Karkin. And I appreciate that. Thank you for the grace. I knew you guys would understand when I told you that I'm going to see Landon. All right, which is great. This is the first time I've seen him in several weeks. So I am very, very excited to be able to go and see him. Surprisingly, the camera doesn't look bad for not having lights on. This might be a new thing that I try to do a little bit more often. I mean, does it look bad? You know what? I can see that I have a much worse skin complexion without the lights. You can see many more defects in my skin without the lights.
Go to the red light.
Yeah.
That has a lot of those defects.
The lighting seems good. Shiz, that's crazy because there's no lights on at all. My camera must be adjusting. There are no lights on in the studio other than the blue lights are on. All right, the blue lights are on, but I don't have my my spotlights on. Here, I'll show you the difference. I'm gonna turn on the spotlights. I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, there are the spotlights. See, and you know what? The warmth, it makes my skin look better.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, this just makes me look more ghastly. This makes me look ghastly. So, anyway, but yeah, the reason I turned the lights off, I've got a little bit of a headache today. I've had it for a couple of days. It's kind of fighting. Forgotten Sex says, sigh, y'all and your crack drink. It's funny since I described the twitch of the Alliance tournament screen like a crackhead after weeks of withdrawal. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen other people report it. Mine's not doing it. So it's kind of crazy. Here's a question. Angry Lou says, DJ, is there a way to get the second half of the refit free to play? Glad you asked the question. Sadly, I don't have good news for you, okay? What I have been authorized to share is that what I've been authorized to share is that there will be, is Tarpy on stage? She's going to be fussy about this. Actually, she's probably not going to be mostly fussy because she said we want to know where the second half is coming from. Well, the second half will be made available on a paid pack.
Yep.
Wish I was joking, but I'm not. The second half will be available in a paid pack. I see you there, Tarpy. Okay, I'm watching chat in two different places, so I'm a little bit behind. Yes, Shiz, there will be a half pack. Now, the thing is, there's two comments that I have about this. I'm not going to say 100% Scopely Stradalorian, but it kind of is. However, I understand this mentality, and this is where Tarpy and I were actually discussing this earlier today.
This is so painful.
It might be a little painful. Tarpy and I were discussing this earlier today. So I wish they would have said that a few days ago before people had an opportunity to spend currency on it. I hope that people did not spend currency on it if they don't plan on, if they were unsure of how they were going to get it. For example, me in my game, I did not spend any of that currency yet, okay? Because I wanted to know where I was going to go with it. And knowing that I could only get half of the refit did concern me, okay? It did concern me, Johnny Five. You're right. So we can earn half of a thing, which is going to round down to a nothing. I agree, okay? So that was why I held, all right? Hypodermic says, you know what? I kind of fully expected that, so I didn't spend it yet. We had time. We had time. There was like 12 days when we were looking at this, so we had a little bit of time to figure it out. Hey, Slipknot, how are you? So, how do I have the G6 Epic skins available, Con? Well, that was also an announcement made today. The announcement that they have adjusted the skins to now be available at 2 ops levels down. All right. So if you see G6 Epic skins, those unlock at 60. They will now be visible at 68. Okay. So if you're looking at the 66 skins, those will now be visible at 64. Okay.
There are no 66 skins.
Oh, that's right. They were all they're only
the
epics. Yeah, they were only epics. That's right. It's only the epics. Anyway.
I feel like I was summoned a few minutes ago.
Yeah, because I was talking a little bit about the conversation you and I were having earlier today. You had mentioned, even with Mr. Tiger, that, hey, listen, what's the point? You mentioned this on Tuesday. What's the point in having the skins if you can't start earning them until you're ops, until you've built the ship, which is kind of the same thing that you and Jules Verne were arguing for on behalf of the community when we were talking about the ATA store. Like, by the time you get there, the slow drip grind doesn't make sense. Most of us, look at what Putz did. When you get to the ops level, you've been preparing. You've been saving. So when you get to that point, you blast out a ship. That's what we all do, right? I mean, that's what we all do. So having that stuff available not till after you unlock the ship didn't make a whole lot of sense. So today they changed the targeting on that and they dropped it to 2 ops levels lower than the ship, which is better than nothing, Tarpy. I know that you and I were talking about that, and while you accept the win, as it were, it's still not the way we want it to be, but it's better than what it was. So, but then when I told you that what's that?
4 ops would have been
I don't disagree.
Better, I think, but
yeah, I don't disagree because, again, we are part of a community that plans. We do a lot of math. So, we plan that out. So by the time we get to an ops level, we want to have our ducks in a row. So, so there's that. All right. So that was a thing that happened today. Anyway, what I was able to confirm for you guys, which I agreed with, and I actually sent this up. Tarpy, I think I shared this comment with you earlier. I don't remember when. I had escalated to the dev chat that I wanted to know why there was a limit of a half. All right. And by the way, not in a condescending tone, so to speak, just that, hey, listen, players need to know if you're expecting them to spend currency, we need confirmation of one of 2 things. One, that the second half is going to be made available by some means, whether it's a pack, whether it's a next month con store, whether it's a con store that returns, whether it's another store. Will players have an opportunity to get the second half? Like, that matters, right? We need to know how we're going to get the second half before we can go in and spend, legitimately feel like we can spend half on this. To which I got the answer of which we probably, maybe, possibly expected, but we were hoping for something a little different. Okay? Which was Where did I put that announcement? I can't find it. I'm looking for it. Please stand
Seems
by.
about right.
Yeah, Tarpy, it's been a day, man.
Is this the one you posted earlier?
Where did I put it? Did I put it in the CC Discord, like in the regular chatter room?
Yeah.
Where did I
think
put
in
it?
the announcements.
Well, I thought I put it in announcements. I don't see it in the announcements.
But oh no, wait. Is this the pack one?
Yeah.
Like
That was in. That must have been just a chat. Ah, here it is. 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 Yep, I found it. Okay. So here's what we've been. This is what I typed to the other content creators earlier today. We've not been able to confirm the con store with the refits for next month. What we have confirmed is that there will be half unlocked packs going for sale soon, and at that time it was soon. I think they're up now. They have not committed to sourcing the other half of the skins free to play at this point. Okay? Now, Tarpy, that brings up a really interesting conversation. Okay? That brings up it's actually not interesting, but it does bring up a point of contention and a topic of conversation, which is how long should it be, right? When are they? And those style, will they, right? Is that a real question? Will they? To which you and I had a conversation today, and I answered it kind of like this. Will they? Yeah. All right. Obviously, they will eventually. Everything in this game becomes sourceable eventually, even if it takes way too long, right? Hello, Dry Dock G. All right. Hello, Dry Dock G. It might take too long, but everything will eventually come. All right. Now, is it going to be 6 months, 3 months, or 3 years? We don't know. This is one of the things that I am a super staunch advocate of is consumer education. Now, I have to recognize another point. If Scopely said, we're going to source the other half next month for free, would anybody buy it now? I feel like probably not.
Yes.
I feel like probably not.
The people who already did.
Far less.
Well, there are some people who probably did. I don't disagree with that. Some people would, Spock, because, first of all, the refits are probably good. Okay? I mean, they look good. The abilities look good. I'm kind of fine with them, to be honest with you. I think they're worth, to be honest, between you and me, I think they're worth $20. Okay? I feel like they're probably worth $20. But here's the thing, and this is what I said to Tarpy. I'm probably not going to buy it. All right? And that's not for any other reason other than, I don't use my G5 epics. I feel like it'll be a long time until I get the G6 epic. What is even the G6 ship that I'm going to build first? It's the Scimitar, right? I'll get the Scimitar first. Is that one even in here? I don't even see the Scimitar in my list.
Op 68.
You're not 68.
Not
It's in there.
No, here it is. Yes, and I am 68. So here, I do see it.
Oh,
I
you
do
are?
have the Scimitar. Okay.
I was gonna say you had to change, like that changed.
Yeah, I turned 68 last week.
Attaboy. Me too.
Yes, I
I'm
moved
gonna
along.
go this weekend just so that I can actually see the stuff.
So here's the deal. This would be a great future investment for me if I were to spend my loot on it. Okay? And I'm not unwilling to. I could. The thing that concerns me a little bit about it is we don't know when the rest of it comes, right? And I don't know how long the pack is going to be for sale. They offer the pack for a $20 for the other half, okay? Which is fine. I'm fine with them selling that, okay? I guess the concern, Tarpy, that I share with you after a lot of retrospect is I am the advocate for consumer education. I've always said that. Let a player know how long they will be without. That way they can make an educated decision on whether or not they want to spend it. $20, if you could earn the rest of it next month would you spend $20 on it? On the other hand, if you couldn't earn the other half for a year, would you spend the $20 on it? All right. That is a question that I believe is a fair question for a consumer to buy. Now, you guys are saying mine won't be $20. That's right, because the skins are $100 to buy outright, which means mine are probably going to be, what, $50 for the half? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, let's see.
You can get it in the event store, but you cannot get the pack for the other half at 68 if you're looking for
What?
the scimitar.
Why not?
Why not?
I don't know. I'm looking at my store right now and I don't see it. Or the Cruncha.
I mean, I guess that makes sense that you can't get the other half of it until you own the ship.
Oh,
But
see, now I'm
where I was
definitely
originally
not.
really well, this is
No, I'm
fine.
definitely not.
Where I was most unhappy about that was you couldn't get half of the ship or half of the skin until you got to 70 and built the ship. Now, theoretically, you can get half of the refit before then and then get the other half, and you don't have to wait for this event to come back, or you don't have to wait
Yeah.
for the pack to show up again. I'm okay with the other half not showing up until op 70. Like, you
Okay.
can choose to get the first half now.
Well, here's the scary dilemma that players have. Do you invest currency, event store style currency, into a half pull where there is no guarantee of future sourcing? Now, I say that tongue in cheek because I do feel like Scopely sources everything. So I would argue then, how long is it going to take them, right? How long is it actually going to take them to source it? They do source everything eventually, but it may be too long for you to be, unwilling to wait. That was a conversation we had on the Content Creator Discord earlier today is, how long should they? And if they did announce it, would that not impact sales? Because obviously I'm going to defend their right to sell something. So, I want them to be able to sell stuff. I just want players to feel like it. I don't want players to feel hoodwinked into something, or FOMO'd into something. I like educated decisions. Develop content for me that makes me feel good and gives me solid value, and then I'll buy. I don't feel like you need tactics. I don't feel like there needs to be trickery or FOMO or misinformation or this or that. I don't feel like any of that is necessary if you write content that I want to spend money on. Right? So, of course, no, Cruzito, you're right. The currency's free. The problem is they're only sourcing a half with no public information about where the other half can come from or when. If you're right, here's the thing, Cruzito. All right, and I expect you to understand this. It is free. I'm not fussing about that. As a matter of fact, I'm very, very praiseworthy with this store. It's very generous. Okay? But would you consider the perspective that the loot might be considered worthless if you invested it into something that you would never be able to source the other half of? You see what I'm saying? You can say free, which I agree, but if what I get is nothing right now because it's not functional, it's only a half, with no opportunity to ever do the other half, then that could paint a player into a corner. And by the way, I brought this joke up today. It could paint a player into a corner, for example, to make a decision like I made 5 years ago. You guys are going to joke and laugh, all right? But 5 years ago, I made the decision to take what I needed then and there and now, which was Crystal. 3-star, uncommon, Crystal. Why did I do that? I took that over John Harrison shards. Okay?
Where'd that go for you?
Well, it's given me a reputation that has been stellar and shining for the last 5 years. So, I love that. All right.
As number 2.
Yeah. As number 12, you got it. All right. So, that Forgotten Sec says I regretted it. Yes, I did. Forgotten Sec. I did regret it. But had I invested, say, half of it, okay, here's where I draw the connection. Had I invested half of it into John Harrison and only got half of the unlock, how useful would those John Harrison shards have been to me for the next 3 years? And that is exactly the point that I'm making right here, Cruzito, okay? And then, listen, I totally agree with your point. I totally validate it, all right? But this is a really good example. I'm tying the two. You're talking about John Harrison, and I'm tying the two together. John Harrison was unavailable for 3 years. So if I had only gotten half the unlock, is it okay that my event store currency that I earn here in May of 2025 doesn't provide me value until May of 2028? And that is the kind of example that I'm throwing out here, okay? And the reason I'm throwing that out there is because we don't know. Now, Cruzito says that is the choice. I agree, and I applaud Scopely for allowing me to actually come out, Tarpy, and say what we said today. Because up until today, they hadn't said anything, okay? So at least they let me say this, which is, we are not willing to confirm that the con store or the second half of these skins will be free to play in next month. We are unwilling to confirm that. Okay? What we will confirm is that you can pay for half of it now. We are not offering comment on when we will free to play source the other half. And so, Cruzito, here is where you and I will meet in the middle and shake hands. Okay? Now players know that Scopely is not willing to confirm when the other half will be grindable. To me, Tarpy, that sends a loud message. To me, it sends the message, if you want this, you can spend $50 on it, or you can spend your free currency, as Cruzito's pointing out, and $20. Those are my choices right now if I want that skin. And while it's not the perfect scenario, Tarpy, at least we have two options. And you're right, Ramscoop. I say it's not $20. I am seeing the G5 ones because I don't have the G6 epics. All right. So not all the epics. It's just the G6 epic Kaviji is 50. The G5 epic and the G4 epic and the G3 epic, they're only 20. All right. They're $50 for one and then $20 for the partial. Swift says this doesn't even affect the majority of players. How you figure? I mean, maybe not a majority, but it does affect a large number of players. Okay.
It's also the principle.
Yeah. Shiz agrees with you. Honestly, it sends the message, we're going to let you gamble. Good luck. We'll pretend this is strategic. I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, they're basically saying, maybe I disagree a tiny bit, Shiz, but I get your sentiment. They're basically saying, if you want it, you're going to pay for it. Okay? That's what they're saying. If you want it, you're going to pay for it. And while we may source this later on at a time of our choosing, okay, we're not willing to tell you. So again, if you want it, you need to pay for it. That is the message that I'm getting. Okay? And by the way, I don't think that that's a terrible message. It's not the message that I would love to be able to tell you about today. However, at least it is a clear message. And for me, that is what I am sharing with you. For me, those are the two options that I am seeing. If you want this skin, it's either going to cost you $100 for the G6 or $50 for the G5, 4, and 3. Or you can use your event store currency for half of it and buy a half pack. Okay? Those are the two options that I would offer you at this point, with no promise or guarantee of sourcing in the near future of the other half of those free to play. Okay? So that's where I
they're
think.
going to sell more this way than they would have if it was only the ops who could get them.
Sure.
Too. Because it's like, okay, well, if I'm ops 59 and I'm looking at getting G5 epics in the next week or 2 or 3, and I'm looking at that amount of extra firepower going into G6, or I'm looking at that amount of extra efficiencies because maybe I just got into G5 and I haven't finished my Dolomite primes. Like,
listen, these skins are, I mean, the skins
they're
themselves.
significant.
Yeah, they are. I feel like they're good skins. You know, the efficiency is there, even if you're going back. Here's the thing. I am actually somewhat considering the G5 skin just simply for a max and scrap cycle.
That may or may not be coming in the next year.
Like I said, I am strongly considering the G5 skin for the max and scrap cycle.
I would also like to say that I'm actually considering getting the skin, and here's why. If and when they do offer the other half, if I didn't get the first half now, then I'm now in a position.
That's right.
I can only get the first half second time.
You'll be behind.
So,
you'll be behind when the next half comes around. Yeah, I agree.
So, and for me, I'm actually looking at the G4 skins, because they're going to already, as soon as I can unlock it, it's going to reduce the mats on my scrap cycle.
Well, yeah, the G4 skins arguably have better value to a late G5 or a G6 player. The G4 skin arguably has better value because at least those ships are scrappable now. You know? Guru, that is ridiculous wordplay. He says, what? Wait, G4 skins? Yeah, except he spelled it differently. There's Wardon. Did I hear foreskin? Yeah, G4 skins. Okay. There you go. Armadillo says, we were all thinking it. Sorry. Okay, my apologies.
That was really not.
We're so mature here.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Adult human
bad.
beings. So Swifty keeps saying that this is not very many people. And this is 3 times as many people who are impacted by this decision as there were 12 hours ago.
I think that anytime they include the letter D in any currency or ship, it's just bound to be misused by this podcast.
So, thank you, Broken Wolf. Appreciate that. I agree with that, Tarby. Now, let me ask a question because, again, I've been very busy. And I know that you guys have other questions because I see them in the chat, and I wanted to kind of get onto the game thing because this was the next chat, and then it took a long time. Have we determined the total amount of that loot that we are going to earn? Because there are other options in here, Tarby. And I am strongly considering Echo Papa. All right. But I haven't spent any of my currency yet because I want to see how much we end up with. Echo Papa is a chaos tech, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Echo Papa is a chaos tech, guys. Okay. Now, what is the status of chaos tech in the game today? A, it's easily swappable. Very, very swappable. Okay. It is the PvP chaos tech of the day until next month. And I'm not giving a leak. I'm just saying, like, first it was Q's Cannon, then it was Soren's Trilithium, and then it was Slipstream, and now it's Echo Papa. Like, every single month, okay? Exactly, Silver Tab. I am kind of eyeing the Chaos Tech. I want to see how much loot we get because I might look at something else. Now, how much loot is it going to take? 20,000. Right? Somebody tell me that my math is right on that. Please tell me. 20,000.
Right.
I've got
My
10.5 now.
Yeah, I was gonna say my guess. I've got like 10.5 now, and I don't think we will get to 20,000. I think that we're probably gonna settle around 15.
Oof.
Is my guess.
Well, here's why I'm a little curious. We still have 4 or 5 more days. One of the events today actually paid more currency than I expected. This one paid 1,500, where they've only been paying 1,000 up to this point. Here's the thing: after
SLB,
today,
right?
after today, we should be at 11,500. Is that correct? Through SMSs, we should be at 11,500 today. We've got 4 event days left. Mimi says, doing the math and based on the events that we've already seen, we should be looking at 18,500 from solo milestone events. Oh, man, that's so close.
So close.
So close. In other words, no. In other words,
Isn't by that much.
players need to look at the feasibility of placing in the top 25 of one of the 2 remaining solo leaderboards. And are there 2 solo leaderboards left? Now, Swift, here's the thing. It's still not nothing, okay? He says, to quote Willy Wonka, you get nothing. No, not necessarily. This event is still going on. There's still a clock in the event store. We still get to determine, and we have information in front of us as to what we are going to be able to spend on. So if I'm looking at Officer Depot Domination, even 25th place pays 1,500 currency. If Mimi's right, and we end up with 18,500, a top 25 finish in this one gets you to 20,000. Now, Shiz also points out, and this I'm nervous to say things like this, Shiz, because I like seeing the schedule. This is why I love the meta that Echo did last month. He says, when have things like this not have a little extra backloading? You're right. They usually do, but I certainly don't want to plan out a currency spend and dump 18,000 loot into Echo Papa and then end up 1,500 loot short. You see what I'm saying? So I want to be real careful. Now, the good news is, again, what I was starting to say a moment ago, is we still have time. There's 4 event days left on the clock. The store has 7 event days left. We're going to be left with a 72-hour window to pick up something. Now, you guys say you're at 10K. I had to have gotten SLB stuff. I don't remember placing in an SLB, but maybe I did place in a top 25, because I'll tell you, I also haven't done my Armada event today. When I do my Armada event, it's going to put me at 11,500. So if you guys have 10, then that means I did place in a top 25 where I got 1,500. I got 1,500 loot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That makes sense. If I participated, if I finished top 25 in a previous SLB and I got 1,500, then that's where my 1,500 extra comes from. So if you guys are at 10 free to play, I am at 11.5 and I have not done. No, I'm at 10.5 and I haven't done my Armada SMS today. Then there's another 1,000. That'll put me at 11.5. It puts me 1,500 over. So I must have done an SLB. Now, based off that information, if you got so wait, Mimi, hold on a second here.
Doesn't that put you at good?
I was going to say, Mimi, I'm going to selfishly ask a question. Are you saying that you're calculating 18.5 from SMSs? So if I'm 15 ahead, I'm already good. Am I reading that right? Because if that's the case,
Sounds like it.
If that's the case, then I'm probably not going to do a skin, Tarpy. I'm probably going to do a Chaos Tech.
Yeah. I mean, there's also the event store next month where you might be able to get Chaos Tech from. I'm assuming, well, a event store at some point in the future.
Sure.
So if you miss it by a little, you miss it by a little. So if you're going to gamble on missing some shards of something, Chaos Tech might be the thing to gamble on.
Well, could be, because Chaos Tech is typically somewhat available. Now, I'm going to say, Divine says the SLB is a pay-to-win event. I don't know if I can go with that. I think it's a strategic spend event. I mean, here's the thing. There was a lot that came in that meta. There's a lot that comes in the cash. Although, technically, you're right. The cash, if you're going to do it with the cash, it's a $15 spend. So, here's the thing. It depends on your bracket, right? It's not a pay-to-win event in that everybody's getting the currency. It might be a pay-to-place event depending on your competition, like who's around you. But if you strategically spend, does the calendar indicate that we've got another one of these coming? Does the calendar say that we've got another depot domination event coming? Because it might be strategic to hold that stuff. We've talked about this before during event store months, where it might be strategic to dump all of your loot. Shiz says there are 3. This is only the second one. So could be worth holding for the next one. Take a look at your leaderboard and see. Mimi is confirming, though, guys. 18,500 from SMS. Okay, so Tarpy, if that's the case, then we're going to... No, Risk Breaker, that's not the definition of pay to win. If packs are in the store, also free to play, have a chance. Okay? You can buy the win, but it's not paywalled, okay? That might be the definition that we're separating on pay to win versus paywalled. It's not paywalled. All right? It definitely could be pay to win if somebody's just going to drop a bunch of packs. So I get that. I don't want to split hairs with you, but you're right. If there's packs, but everybody can do it. It just depends on your environment, right? So, Mimi, here's what if this is what is accurate, which it looks like it is, then you as a player need to potentially look at the feasibility of you dumping all of your currency and playing in one of these events and finishing top 25. Okay? If you are able to finish in a top 25 in your ops bracket on your singular server one time out of the 3, then you'll get enough for a full Chaos Tech. And I got to be honest with you, that might be more valuable than the skin to begin with. Okay? Divine says, don't forget, and you're saying it a little more sarcastically than I'm going to, all right? But don't forget, there is potentially a RNG opportunity here as well in the Cons Officer Depot, because you could end up with a $20,000 or a $100,000 lottery shot here. Okay? Now, me personally, the odds are beating me up on this one this month. I have only pulled 1,500 pulls. I have not even gotten a 4,000 pull. They've only been 1,500 for every pull.
We're rowing that same boat together, DJ.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, last month, if you remember, I got that one lucky pull, but then every other pull was the minimum. And I told you last month, mathematically, the odds are that is how it works. It should be mathematically, it should be the minimum pull, every pull, with the exception of one pull, where statistically, you have an opportunity. Statistically, law of averages says that you will pull one of these 3 chests one time. Okay? Laughing Fat Man says, I got a single 20,000. Okay, good. Statistically, law of averages says that you're going to pull 1,500 every time, and one time you're going to pull one of these 3. Raj says, I've gotten 4,000 a couple times. Then you're beating the odds, to be honest with you. Caledon says, I've gotten 4,000 twice. You're beating the odds. Thank you for taking my RNG. Appreciate that.
I got a 3.
You've gotten it 3 times?
Yeah, just the 4,000.
You guys are all jackasses.
One time.
Every single one of you. I'm joking. No, I'm happy. That means the algorithm's working. Okay? I'm not jealous. Look, last month I hit the jackpot. You guys got jealous of me last month. I'm not jealous. That's the way RNG works. All right? So, listen, the fact that one of you guys, Maple Butter says one of his alliance mates got the 100,000 pull. That's awesome. Good for
One of
him.
mine did too.
That's huge. That's a lottery strike, and we love those opportunities. All right, so I'm fine with it. I'm not upset with it at all. Strategically, law of average, mathematically, I have not yet had my lucky pull. All right, and if my lucky pull is only 4,000, then I am still happy with that. I'm satisfied with that. I'm not going to say happy. I'll be satisfied with that because that was how it was built. I'm telling you right now, after speaking to the person who wrote it, that was how it was mathematically built. Was law of averages. Hey, Fisty. This creeps me out.
I did not miss that turtle.
No, that's. I feel like he's having too much fun. Mathematically, law of averages says that you are supposed to get 1,500 on every pull with one pull exception, and it should be either the 4, the 20, or the 100 in that. Okay? Patrick says, from the beginning till now, only 1,500. Me too, baby. The good news is we still have 5 more pulls. Well, maybe you only have 4, depending on your pull cycle. My pull cycle actually unlocks here in 30 minutes, 25 minutes. So maybe you guys will be my lucky charm, and maybe I'll pull 100,000 on stream tonight. Okay? Now, Mimi, you're right. DJz can console himself from the terrible RNG with the knowledge that he's already got the top 25 placement that he needs to hit the 20 grand loot total so I can get a Chaos Tech. True. Me personally, I don't need it. For me, hitting my lottery chance now is just extra officer shards. All right? But I don't need this for my top 25 placement because I already grabbed it. You're right, Mimi. All right? So I do think that there is a little thought-provoking strategy here, okay? And I'm not upset about it. The only thing that I could consider myself to be upset with, Tarpy, is we just don't have all the information. And I say we don't have all the information because we don't know what the free-to-play path is. I think it's very, very feasible. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. It's very, very feasible that Scopely hasn't thought of it yet because their intention is to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's very realistic for them to have not planned a time on this thing free to play, despite my general arguments to the contrary. What I will say is they do seemingly lately, they've been doing a little bit better with the free to play path. So if this one is an exception to the rule, I'd rather it be an exception to the rule than the regular occurrence. You know what I'm saying, Tarpy? So I know it's not a perfect scenario, but this is. I'll wrap up this piece of the conversation with this, and then I'll get Tarpy's final thoughts. They are telling us right now, effectively, if you want it, you're going to spend a little money on it. We will eventually source it. We're not going to tell you how or when. If you want it, you're going to spend money. Tarpy, is that an acceptable message? Is that the message that you are receiving? And what do you think players should do?
I think people should wait until they get all the currency they're going to get and then make a decision.
Agreed.
And
good advice.
I think with also their future, like if they're going to use the Chaos Tech, get the Chaos Tech. If they're not going to use it, don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Because no point in spending your currency on it if you're going to have it and then not need it. But I might still go after the ship, and I am a spender, so I might still buy the other half of a G5 Epic one just because of a scrap loop.
Okay.
I also think about how much is it going to save me in packs later.
Yeah.
Potentially. So like, is this going to get me X amount of currency back later?
Yeah.
So like, that's going to be something I think about.
I think those are fair points. Absolutely.
I think this is actually a way better. I'm glad they've said it.
Yes. The content of the message might not be perfectly ideal, but they have said it. And that was one of the things that we were wanting them to do 2 days ago, and they did. So,
Right.
it might not have been the message, but it was communicated. So that is probably
It's better.
It's better. Okay.
Yeah, it gives everybody the option to spend their currency where they want to and where they think that they're going to get the best return on investment.
There you go. And
which
Cruzito,
is not what we had today.
Exactly. That was Cruzito's point, is that there's choice. And that was kind of the circle that I wanted to make, Cruzito, is there is choice, but it wasn't here's A, B, and C, right? It's here's A and B, but for the free-to-play, we're going to keep C shrouded for a moment. And again, I'm not necessarily wildly opposed to that, but I also wanted that communication. We didn't have it prior to today. Now we have it, and I am grateful for that.
Isn't this what they told you last night, like during the stream?
Yes, they shared that with me last night, and I shared it with you guys. But again, we were not on a Star Trek stream last night, so very few people probably actually heard it. Not only that, but like it wasn't communicated to the other content creators and moderators and all that stuff. It wasn't an announcement, which actually, crazy enough, I still don't think it's an actual announcement because they told me. Yeah, I don't think it was an actual announcement because they told me that I could share it, and then I crafted the announcement. I shared it with the tech support team, and then I'm assuming from there, Tarpy, that it got its wings. So. So I'm pleased with the infrastructure of how that's working, by the way. I'm liking that, by the way. All right, we should get into this because people are asking about it, Tarpy. Tarpy's in charge now.
Uh-oh. What?
Oops.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What did I do?
For those of you asking questions about, yes, I agree. The Godsend is the PvE version, Fister. That's exactly right. If I'm looking at Echo Papa, it's a PvP thing, which I don't know why I'm chasing PvP because it'll never. But if you are looking for Chaos Tech for PvE, then it would be the Godsend. All right, that's what it would be. All right, this has shown up in chat a few times. I don't know. I'm kind of. Oh, Alan. Okay, see, I keep looking for excuses to not talk about this. Alan says, how many cons challenger tokens do people have? I can't remember if I already hit a top 25. So it depends on your event status as of today. If you are currently holding 11,500, then you've already hit a top 25. Okay? If you are holding 10,000, then you have not hit a top 25. That is assuming that you're done with today's Armada event also. Okay? If you haven't done that, minus 1,000. Alan says, Woot, I have 11,500. That means you're done with today's Armada event, and you've got a top 1,500 or a 15 top 25. So that means, according to Mimi's math, which I have not double-checked, but I trust Mimi. All right? I trust Mimi. If Mimi is correct, then one top 25 and completion of all SMSs, even the hard ones, will get you to 20,000 loot. Texas guy says, do you think it's cool and acceptable I get to leave stuff other CC what? I get to get stuff the other CCs don't get? Is that what you're asking? Here's the thing. This that's the question that a lot of people are asking about the content creator shakeup. So
it's because you asked.
A lot of people are asking. What are you asking, Texas guy? That I get to leave stuff? What, leak stuff? Oh, leak stuff? Do I think it's acceptable I get to leak stuff other CCs don't get?
For sure.
I mean, yeah, I would rather have that information out in the hands of the community. So yeah, Fisty says, I admit I'm rather shocked at the shakeups. Ransusi says, what are you talking about? Guru says, what are you talking about? I actually thought more people knew about this. I've received no less than 100 DMs today. Long story short, I'm just gonna address this. Rev announced earlier tonight that he has been removed from the content creator program. What I will say is that I knew that they were changing it and that they were launching a new program. I did not know who was going to be not invited back, I guess. No One Shell has also been removed, and I think there's actually someone else that no one's talking about, but I don't know what kind of content they've made in forever long. The new program, asked Danny, I got to be honest with you. I have been in support of this new program for a long time. As a matter of fact, Rev crafted this several years ago. But I mean, it took time, and then it took people, and then the right people weren't in place, and then other people came in, and then those people left. It never landed. So it puts me in a position that is slightly awkward because I endorse the new program. I am a part of it. I was accepted. I'm not going to go into a bunch of who was and who wasn't accepted. That's probably not my place. Crushin says, sad that Scopely couldn't tell him themselves. Well, they did. So what happened was they sent out the applications, and then we all applied, and then he got a Dear John letter. He got a rejection notice. Okay. Now, let me be clear on, Vasuba said, I think it was trashy. They told him to apply and then said no. Not exactly that. I mean, everybody who currently was a part of the program was given the opportunity to apply ahead of its opening, right? Like, this is stage one. So everybody got the application. So it wasn't like they called him up and said, hey, we want you to apply, and then they rejected him. No, everybody in the program got the application. They were sent the invitation to submit the new paperwork. Okay. And that is the best way that I would describe it, right? That they sent out the NDAs that we have expiration dates. This will be the third NDA that I've signed. So that was what happened. They sent out the waves for the new program. They sent out the emails for the new program and the application links, which we've done before. All right. I remember this being the subject matter last time. All right. We all remember it because there was that funny line that a lot of people, they came into our chat and they talked about it. I know Rev talked about it. Remember the line that you shall not disparage the Scopely name, right? So this is not new. All right. This is not new. This has happened before. It's just this time his application was not accepted. And I do not have insight into that. Okay. I can't answer questions as to why that happened. So that is unfortunate. Now, Fisty says not only that, he didn't get a Dear John letter, he found out through a mod. That is not accurate. Okay. Everybody got the email. The emails went out all at the same time. I got an email. Stewie got an email. No One Shell got an email. Everybody got the email. Swift, I just said I don't have any commentary on why he wasn't accepted. Okay. I'm not. I respect the content that he makes. I disagree with his position on a lot of things. That's not a secret. We've talked about this on the show many times. Rev and I have had public disagreements in the past. That will happen. All right? That happens when two well-known individuals have their opinions and their positions and their communities that they serve. Listen, we have been at odds before. I respect him as a man. I respect him as a provider of his family, and I respect him as a content creator who's free and willing to do what it is that he wants to do. I have vocally said to you guys before that my approach to Scopely is different than what his is a lot of times. Okay? My approach is typically diplomatic, negotiable, so to speak. Like I go in, I am not the fire and pitchfork guy. You guys are in ads, son of a biscuit. What great timing that was. All right, well, we'll wait for a second because I feel like this is stuff. So
This is stuff.
I mean,
Scopely's just trying to get you up to the #1 content creator. That's all.
Oh God, don't say things like that. Someone will run off with that. Yeah. Someone will be like, did you hear what he said? Oh my God.
Oh, he's colluding with Scopely.
Yeah, look at that. Jiminy Christmas. So yeah, let's give it.
Official stuff means something. But it's good time to start backing it up.
Yeah. So Brett says it's good for the community that it has people of both temperaments. You need an insider and an outsider. Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I mean, I have been the insider. I've played that way. That is the politics game that I have played. I have played that for multiple years. Why am I dark tonight, Benny Hill? I've got a little bit of a headache. Okay, I've got a little bit of a headache, so I didn't turn my lights on. I can turn them on, but I'm fighting a dull throb. So it's not like a splitting headache. It's a dull throb. Hydrate. I probably should be. Where's my water bottle? I don't even have it in here. I haven't even opened my Ghost yet, and now it's 10:30. I probably shouldn't open it.
Probably.
The caffeine might help your headache, but balance that with
being able to sleep.
It would help you sleep.
Yeah.
Like Excedrin works in part because it blocks different types of potential head pain, but
drink some water. I've been drinking water. I've been drinking water for the last couple of days because I've like I said, this headache hasn't gone away. It's not a migraine. You know, I know people that suffer migraines. I don't feel like I'm in that kind of pain, but it's just been annoying, like a dull throb for like 2 or 3 days. It's just been kind of messing with me. So,
you have any magic mushrooms or LSD in the house?
No.
Okay.
That you know of?
that I know of. All right. Floyd says, DJ, since you are the official podcast of STFC, it makes sense you walk a fine line. It's just, that's my temperament. All right. That is the way that I have always conducted myself. I feel like it is the reason that I get to have the meetings that I do. I feel like it's the meeting or the reason that I get the interviews that I do. I feel like it's the reason that I get what I perceive to be the influence that I have within Scopely. And that is just my style. I know that he has a different style, and that's great. His style serves him very well. To me, it's a game of politics. And I mean, honestly, anybody who works in an office, Tarpy, you've said this before. You said this to me in a private, so I don't know if I should say it out loud, but you know how office politics work.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, most of us know how office politics work. Okay.
Yeah.
So I play mine differently. I think that truthfully, I think this doesn't impact Rev at all. To be honest with you, I have not spoken to him this afternoon, but when I do, I will congratulate him on being removed from the NDA content creator program now twice. And I say that with love because here's the thing: Rev will be back. That's just it. He's not leaving. He's not going to stop making content. He's not going to stop serving the community. He did this happened once before, and and he came back, and he was invited back. I have no doubt that if Rev wants to, that he will be able to work his way back in. Danny says, then why did I apply? I have for the last three times. I've applied every year for the last 5 years, or not, because the first one went for a while. This is my third application. All right. Fisty, oh, good. Fisty says he'll laugh about it. He's already laughed about being removed twice. True. He has been. All right. And I'm going to then come back and be like, hey, third time's a charm. Okay. Listen, come back in and go one more time, and let's see if we can make it a perfect trifecta. All right. You guys are saying Rev is okay with this, and you know what? I fully believe that. I fully believe that. Rev was fine with it the first time it happened. I fully believe that he will enjoy a breath of fresh air. I fully believe that he will enjoy not being bound by the rules that we have. All right. Honestly, I wish him the best of luck, and I know that he's not going to be impacted by this. He will be fine. All right. He's not going to stop doing content. He's going to keep doing content. All right. He's streaming right now. Cool. That's great. He'll be fine. And I hope that he reapplies in the future. Okay. So, but I'll say this, and I have said this before. If Scopely were to not invite me back, I would still make content. I would still be here with you. The thing is, Scopely doesn't pay my bills. Scopely pays me no money at all. You guys remember the content creator pack? Rev didn't make one. I was invited to make one. I didn't make one. I never really got around to it. It's not that I was morally opposed to it like Rev was, okay? I would have done it. I just never got around to it. And then every time I came up with an idea, they ganked it. All right. So I just never got around to it. You know who did make a pack? Ironically, was No One Shall. He made a pack. He got a commission. Good for him. I'm glad for that. All right. But I don't get paid by Scopely. Now, I do get opportunities of which I am extremely grateful for. I get opportunities to go to Los Angeles. You guys remember I got the opportunity to go on Star Trek The Cruise for the first time. That was incredible. I've had the incredible fortune of meeting some amazing people. Guys, I didn't tell you. Yeah, I think there is a benefit, TJ. That's what I'm explaining right now. I think there is a real benefit. The opportunities and the networking and the people that I've been able to meet and the things that I've been able to learn, I never would have had that opportunity if it wasn't for Panic. I'm eternally grateful to Panic. I still keep in touch with him. He brought me in. That's right, not to mention all the free M&Ms. Okay? So I am grateful, which is why I applied to the program and why I won't consider not applying to the program. I applied to the program. I accept my acceptance, and I appreciate it. I'll continue doing what I've always done, which is advocating for the player base, working to influence the game in a positive way, teaching you and explaining you how the game works like we did just a little bit ago, okay? I will do all of those things. That is my plan. I have no doubt that Rev will continue doing whatever his plan is because, again, there's no financial implication. The community pays our bills. The community pays Rev's bills. The community pays my bills. We're indebted to you guys. All right? So that's why I'm not worried about Rev. I'm not worried about him. He will be fine. He will come up with what he always does, and that's make great content and represent a huge portion of the player base who rely on him to be their voice. Exactly the same as what we do here. So I think that is, if that's what he wants, then that's great. If he doesn't want that, then I encourage him to apply again. I was told that the reapplication window in the email was 30 days, so he could do it again. All right. What I am excited about regarding the new program are the things that are included in the new program. All right, including the opportunity to bring in our fledglings. Okay, Tarpy, you know I've been very busy on this for the last several days, reshaping the content creator Discord, which, by the way, is not official. It's always been. I've had a Discord for up and coming content creators for, gosh, how long have we had that, Tarpy? 2 years?
I've been there for 2 weeks or whatever, a week.
Okay.
I have no idea how long you've
Okay,
had
I
it.
thought you've been in there longer.
Nope.
You know what? I bet you this Discord has been around since Rev wrote that first program. Rev authored, I think he called it the Lieutenant's Program, or no, Bridge Crew. He authored a program a couple of years ago, and actually at that time he consulted with me on it. I worked with it. I never claimed any authoring on that because he did it all. He wrote it. The document is very well written. It was a full-on business proposal. But he did talk with me about the goals, about some of the metrics, and what the tiers should be and all that stuff. And I remember consulting with him on that. It was at that time that we built this Discord and started bringing people in. Now people have come and gone because 3 years ago we thought that this program was going to take off. So that's why I'm happy that it is. I'm glad that it is, because in the last week, when I knew, so I can give you a little bit of a timeline. I knew that this program was launching here. You say, Tarpy, I invited you a week ago, and I invited you on day one. So a week ago, I got the notification that the new program was greenlit and ready to go. I was also notified on the same day that all existing NDAs were going to have to be refreshed to meet the terms of the new program. I was told to expect an email. I was told to expect an application, and I was asked to fill out the said application and return it, to which I did. And anybody who had an existing NDA was given the same notification. At that moment, Tarpy, is when I started feverishly repopulating this 3-year-old Discord that hadn't had a post in it in a year and a half. I'll tell you right now, of the people that we have invited to this Discord, I'm just going to read names because I am very proud of this, and I'm very excited about this because, yes, fledgling CC support, Destros, is what we always wanted to do. All right? So, in the last 6 days, I'm going to read to you a bunch of names. These are people that I am personally investing time and energy into, building a support for them to gain access, for them to have an opportunity to apply to the new program, because this is what the program is meant to do. Mord, Glare, NetNiv, Lightbull. You guys know some of these names, by the way? NetNiv, community mod author. By the way, and I probably am now saying too much, do you know that this new content creator program is not just for audiovisual creators? It's not just for videos. It's not just for podcasts. It's not just for YouTube. We built a whole engineering section for tools. So for those of you who don't know, Glare works on Spock's Club. So does Lightbull. NetNiv wrote the community, or it now maintains the community mod. Okay?
So there are a bunch of superheroes, and this is the Avengers, is what I'm hearing.
You're damn straight. You're damn straight. Okay?
And that makes you Tony Stark.
All right. There's lots of tools. You're right, Ransusi, and I want tools to be recognized. I want tools to receive support. I want actual Scopely support for people who build stuff that we use. Texas guy says, you're saying lots of we. Has my role changed? No. This is my Discord. This is not a Scopely Discord. I know what the program is. I've got the program. I fully intend on nominating and endorsing every single one of these people. I created this Discord to have a central location for them to be able to coordinate, learn, educate each other, and a place where I can communicate easily with all of them because I want them to have a shot. I want them in. All right. Oriana, KKC, CDB, we know that name. Griffin joined up. Dr. Iron Chef is there. Tiberius is there. Major Samo is there. I should be playing music for this. Falcon Paul is there. Wolfwood from our very own Talking Trek community is there. Spectre is there. Scribbler is there. Ice Wolf Law is there. I really should be playing music. This is a great list. I feel like this is the dream team. By the way, thank you, Mord. Thank you, Mord, for this person. I didn't even know this person. STFC Data Jess, who is a German-speaking content creator who does a ton of stuff in German. I didn't know. That's great. I've never met her. Mord suggested and bring her in. Let's get an international influence. Awesome. So Jess is there. Chronox is there from STFC.pro. Okay. Minnie Mabel is there. Zero G's is there. James Bond, Ops 68, 99.8% free to play pure is there. Silvis is there. Tarpy joins in. Don Nemesis from server 176 is there. Admiral Pegasus is there. And then Admiral Pegasus posted a lot of memes. So let me. Wow, there's a lot of memes here. Okay.
At least you're not saying how much I complain about stuff. That's appreciated.
Yeah. Jeff Games is here. Moopsy has joined. Moopsy is there. Ultravetica is there. All right. This, to me, is, I feel like it's the start of something special. I am disappointed to hear about the news of No One Shell and Rev. But I also know that it can't be permanent. Okay? The email says that they can reapply in 30 days. And I hope that they do. All right, Ramscoop said STFC is not STFC without Rev. There, I said it. You know what? Rev got me my start. Rev got me my start. It's not like I'm not indebted to him. I acknowledge that. All right, he's the one who introduced me to Panic. All right. But Domo, I don't have insight into that. I can't comment. I don't know. Okay? I don't know specifically. Listen, I have my theories. I don't know. That's not even appropriate for me to say. I don't know. I cannot say with any degree of certainty that I don't know. Okay? So there you go. But I'm very, very excited about, and I know if this weren't the situation with Rev right now, then I know he would be excited about this too. Okay? Because this was this was something that he wanted to build 3 years ago. All right. There are currently 47 people on this Discord now. And I'm excited to grow this program. You know? So I And I feel like he would be too if it weren't for the disappointing news. That being said, I'm going to continue doing what I do, and I'm going to continue with the shared goal, and I'm going to continue getting these people pushed and nominating and endorsing and getting these people in the door. I have always felt that a large, healthy content creator program is what Scopely needs. And further, there needs to be a formal process in which information is shared publicly. All right. The more people that have the right information, the better off Scopely is. All right. And I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke and say the communication is their forte. It's not. You know who has better skills at communication? Me, Rev Deuce, Major Samo, Tiberius. We're the communicators. Okay. So let us do what we do. All right. Let us do what we do. Here's the thing, Shark Bites. I would be more than happy to invite Rev to this server. He won't come. All right. I will reach out to him. I have not spoken to him today. And I should. I will. But I will be more than happy to reach out to him and invite. But I don't see him accepting. I don't see him coming in. Okay. So there's that. Okay. What is the server for? It is a server that we created specifically for the organization and the dissemination of information to up and coming content creators. Okay. That's what I'm trying to shape it into right now. And by the way, it's open. Like this is not invite only. Like you're interested in making content, let's see what you got. Like let's go. Because I can tell you the second that I receive the application for the public, it'll be posted here. You want first access to the next round of applications, it'll be in this Discord. You want in? DM Tarpy. Blow up.
No.
Blow up that inbox.
Absolutely not. Do not DM Tarpy. It will go into the trash.
Oh, okay. Then DM Wolfwood. Okay.
Oh, that'll go much better.
Yeah. Danny says, I see the takeover here. What do you mean, man? I'm not anybody important. All right. I am. This is something we did 3 years ago. And I say Rev helped with this. We created this 3 years ago because this is what we wanted it to be. Now that the program is taking off, all I did was start sending invites again. That is it. Listen, this Discord had no activity. It didn't have any activity. It was dead. Tibbs was here once before and left. When he came back in, Tarpy, what did he say? I got a message about, this time it'll be different and blah, blah, blah. So I figured I would come and check in.
I'm staying out of this.
That's fair. Because Tibbs has been down this road before, too. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs came here 3 years ago.
Out?
Yes, Tibbs was.
Tibbs out?
Tibbs would. No, I didn't kick him out. He left because he said nothing's happening.
You just said yes. You just said yes.
I didn't kick him out. All right.
It sounds like
he came. He left because
DJz
nothing happened.
Like Tibbs, everybody.
Oh my God! Clip it. All right. He even said that when he came in. He was like, he said, something about it's going to be different this time. Blah blah blah. I said, well, hopefully it will be. I mean, I've got no assurances for you.
He was mad you called him old earlier today.
He was.
So.
I referred to him as a veteran, and he got very offended by it.
You called him old.
I mean, he's got a streak of age and wisdom in this game, right? Come on.
Nice save.
Thank you. But yeah, listen, it's wide open. Okay, if this is something you want to be a part of, come on in. Okay, it's not this.
The opposite of that would be calling him a newbie, and that's so.
Oh, what's the name of the tag for?
Danny, I'm gonna read your comment. I'm gonna read your comment. I don't personally agree. I understand, and listen, I respect everybody's position on this. I'm sure that there are emotions out there. Okay, I get it. Danny says, well, I would have thought you all would have said, listen, this guy made this and he should be on it. We don't accept. First of all, I didn't know. Okay, I mean, we were all filling out our stuff at the same time, so I didn't know. He said, seems like the honorable thing to do, but that's just me. Here's the thing. All right, and I hear what you're saying, and perhaps you're right. But I know that this is bigger than one person, and it's bigger than me. Scopely doesn't. My commitment, and I've said this before, my obligation, the way I feel, my obligation is to my community. My obligation is to you guys. My obligation is to the people who I serve. So when I have an opportunity, like I have today, I was on a 1-hour phone call with Mr. Tiger regarding next month's arc. Okay? Today, I changed 2 or 3 things, or I suggested a few things, and they were positively received about content that will come in less than 30 days that I feel like will make a positive difference. All right? I get to do that because of the position that I have, Danny. And I believe, and I'm sorry if this does feel selfish. I will apologize in advance, but I have always maintained the same point as I'm getting ready to deliver now, is I believe that my role and my job, what you guys pay me to do, is exactly what I'm doing. You guys don't pay me to defend Rev. You pay me to represent you to Scopely and to make your game play better. That is what I have always done. It is what I do now, and it is what I will continue to do while I am so physically or mentally able. My obligation is to my community, and I believe that Rev's obligation is to his community, and I believe that he will serve and honor his obligations, as will I. Okay? So I appreciate that. And Danny, that's why I read your comment. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I think everybody's opinion deserves respect. But I do respectfully disagree with your position. I gotta do what I do for you guys. I know it wasn't a dig. If I felt like it was a dig, I wouldn't have read it. You're a longtime supporter of this channel, man. I appreciate you. I know that emotions are flying high today. I get it, you know, and I'm sad for Rev. But Spock said it, the needs of the many, right? So I'm going to keep focusing on the needs of the many. And I think Rev will do the same. And I think that's what he would want, is the same. Silvertap said he posted an announcement on his Discord that nothing's going to change with his content. Yeah, nothing will. Nothing's going to change with his content. He's going to be able to do exactly the same stuff he's always doing. All right? I'm not worried about his content changing. So, there's that. All right. Any other questions? If not, then we'll move on. I know some people are saying that we should move on. But a lot of people, listen, even once I've started the show, I've received about another 30 or 40 DMs here. So I know that how, just out of curiosity, how did people find out about this today? I didn't talk about it. How did people even find out about it? If no one just posted tonight and Rev just posted tonight, how did people know about this earlier in the day?
I just found out when you told us.
Rev brought it up on stream, but that was this evening, right? I got messages earlier today. People, yeah, I've got over 100 DMs in here from today. Andy says he released it earlier. I Kill You says, I have an NDA, can't tell you. By the way, I spoke to Jonathan Ingram today. I spoke to Jonathan Ingram today. I'm going to get him in. He's a content creator. And I feel like he provides entertaining content, and he's just celebrated his 1 year anniversary. All right, so there we go. I'm going to get him in. All right.
He's going to be the new number one.
Yeah. Yeah. Can somebody? This is what I was looking for. I have not seen no one's post. Well, I don't think I'm in his Discord. Will somebody? Can I see it? I'm just curious. Yeah, no one shall was exited. Listen, people love Jonathan Ingram's content. He's a legitimate content creator. He's even got subs and everything. So, anyway, what do we got to do today? Apparently, I've got a bunch of armadas I got to do today.
Can you just imagine how many like DJs raids you'll have to like sit and watch and sift through to pick up like a hint in between the arcs? That would be hilarious.
Listen, I might try to find a way to get his content to have leaks and have all the good stuff here. All right, yeah,
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So your Armada event, you're going to need to set up your...
Karkin doesn't like the idea of me getting raided. He's like, all right, let's move on. Nah, we don't want you giving away all your server resources.
I'm going to be sitting there fighting everybody off. You can't stop me.
All right, guys. RNG time. RNG time, Carissa. Let's go.
100,000.
100,000. Nope. No such luck today. No such luck today. Yep. Nah. Now, Dragon Keeper, that's offensive to me. Now, I know you're just being Dragon Keeper right now, but that's offensive to me, and you're in my chat. What the hell, dude? Come on. Is there no respect for the man who supplies your open bars? Son of a biscuit, man. Trash Keeper comes in here and says, Scopely kicking out people who don't 100% positively shill on stuff. Bro, I'm right here, man.
Did we not just spend like an hour complaining that they didn't fix it how we wanted
to? God bless it, dude. Nah, he's laughing. I know he's doing it on purpose. He's just an asshole.
A lovable asshole. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
I know. What a jackass. Anyway. Yeah, no, he's the asshole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That matters.
If you're looking at your Armada setup, back to the game, I'm assuming you have a max Cisco, max Miles.
Yeah, by the way, didn't the points change on this? This makes me feel like the first run might have been a bug. Or a metrics error problem, because the points changed. They are 100 points now instead of like 5 or 10 or something crazy.
Well, they also changed
they get rid of one
in the same regard.
They were for the last Armada one too. It's the hostile ones are like 1 to 10 and multiplied by 10.
Oh, so the Armada one
runs.
It did have hundreds of points in it?
Yeah, they were all like 10, 20, or 30 points, and if they were maxed, it was 100, 200.
Oh, well, then I take it back.
No one had a max before because it was Dajash and Vael and.
Okay, I was going to say because it felt like last time I had to do like 20 some Armadas. This time I'm not going to have to do nearly as many because I've got a max Miles, I've got a max Cisco. I don't think I have a max Changeling Kira.
I would suggest not even using Changeling Kira. Just go with DeMarco and go hit the Armadas that you want to hit at the much higher level. Make it worth your time.
You got her max for sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure
my DeMarco's max.
Literally, if you do the math, I'm pretty sure it's only 1 Armada difference.
No. Oh, you between using DeMarco versus Kira. Yeah. Now, Tarpy, weren't you telling me that G6 solos will work on this?
Yep.
Danny, you probably have a bunch. You probably have a bunch of directives. So G6 solos, Riskbreaker says no. Listen, they were working the other day.
For the Fed one.
Yeah, they were working the other day. So I'm gonna go give it a go.
Final Weapon Wednesday. So you have to do your Armadas for that anyway.
Okay, Chad is saying that they did work. It just had to be a Klingon one. So G6 Klingon, which, by the way, that makes sense. The event calls for Klingons. All right. So if you go do a Klingon G6 solo, then it'll work, and that'll save you on your speed ups. All right, so yeah, let's do that. So I think I agree with Karkin. If it's only going to be the difference of one armada, then I probably want to go with something that's going to let me kill a little bit stronger. That way I can punch up a little bit. So we're going to go with Miles. Cisco, Miles. Kira's what it's calling for. We'll throw in a DeMarco there. And let's see how many points that we're going to have to do. Now, I also have to check the lower deck, so let's check the lower deck here.
You need Vale, E-Troy, and Odo.
Oh, nice. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and load them up.
You can't.
There's
you can't knock
E-Troy.
out the 68s with your VLUX?
Vial.
Even with...
who'd you say? Troy, Vial, and Odo?
Yes.
Okay. Which means I still have a couple spots down here. And yes, I am totally building this on the wrong dock. Sure. So let me just move my cube over here. Sorry. Thank you, Matters. I was building on the wrong dock. All right, so I need these three. So we're going to drop these, and let's go ahead and bring in our typical lower deckers, which will be Belana Torres and probably Harry Kim and Doctor. Get a little bit of loot. Okay, there we go. So we've got maximum points. Let's check the status of my officers. We'll do a quick calculation. We'll do
because you did substitute Kira.
Yep, we'll do a calculation on what we should be scoring per armada. So my Cisco's max, Miles is max. Odo is not maxed, so he's going to be the lower point. Troy also not maxed. So all my lower deckers are going to be the smaller point numbers. And I've got 2 max bridge officers. So let's take a look now and do our point calculation. Oh, you guys have already done it. 370. 370 is what I should get. And let's just confirm that would be Benjamin Cisco on the bridge. There's 200. Max Miles O'Brien is another 100. So there's 300 points. Then below deck, I got 30 with Vial, 30 with Odo, 10 with Troy. So 370 does indeed seem correct. So if 370 points is what I'm going to earn per armada, dude, I'm telling you. Oh, so you're saying it was because the officers weren't maxed is what it was last time? Because I'm telling you, this is going to be way easier. 5 armadas. I did 20-some last time. That was a pain in the rear. Pain in the rear end.
How much would it be just for, since you got the calculator up, if you had 470, if you were doing with Kira?
Okay. Divided by 470. Still 4. So yeah, difference of 1. I had to do 4 versus 5. Yeah, Shiz says on the last one they were officers that people didn't have maxed. Yeah, that must have been because it took me for flipping ever last time. And did I tell you guys I got my admiral mad at me? Captain Bull, are you watching? Captain Bull got mad at me.
Yeah, you did tell us.
He was watching earlier.
He got mad at me because I was stealing armadas. I was rolling around up there and planting pins and then speeding it up and stealing it from me. He came into AC in all caps. Stop stealing armadas. I'm like, bro, I don't want to sit around and wait. Yeah.
UltimatDJz, the scourge of Mullins.
I didn't want to sit there and wait. That was terrible. It was awful. All right. Let's see. 68 uncommons, I think, is where we're going. 68. Is that right? You know what? Hang on. Let me just take a quick peek in here real fast before I insta-warp. Where's my Frankie? Ransusi says, should have done solos. Well, yeah. No, I should have done solo. I didn't know that last time. You guys told me about the solos. I didn't know. So that's why I was trying to help you guys out this time. Solos will do it. Yeah, they're the uncommons. Okay.
Yeah. Have you finished your Alliance tournaments today? And I only ask because there might by chance be a job to complete G6 solo Armada. Okay.
Listen, Alliance tournaments for me are about 8 clicks. So yeah. Sorry, I'm not trying to rub that in.
Just double click it. Oh, I have no problem with my tournaments.
Sorry, I don't mean to rub that in. Yeah, I claimed my battle pass today. So ironically,
9 or 9.
Ironically, yeah, Omicron. So I did use some choice tokens today, but the first solo or the first task that I grabbed was acquire syndicate. So I did my syndicate pulls and then claimed my battle pass so I could get my choice tokens, and then the syndicate that was in the battle pass. And
did you utilize any of the syndicate rewards that were won today, or was that not necessary for you?
I probably did not, because I claimed my rewards before I accepted an alliance task. So yeah, I probably did not actually utilize that like a goofball. I probably should have. Dragon Keeper says, did you see they fixed the alliance tournament skill task refresh? Yes, I did. Yeah. Now, somebody told me that this was acting really fritzy, but it's not doing it to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
if people are all refreshing at the same time, it acts kind of it's quite jittery. But I mean, if people aren't, then it's not so bad.
But apparently it's going instantly. I kind of like that half-second delay. I can't do 4 or 5 refreshes and then watch them all come up. So now I have to do one at a time. And
Karkin, don't you dare.
Yeah.
Hey,
someone's
got to be unhappy.
Dare. No. Okay. This is much better than it was. Yeah, I see it, Shiz. I didn't. Somebody clip that. Here, I'll go back in after I do these armadas, because I'm in a hazard system. If you'll give me a second, let me do a couple of armadas, and then we'll clip it, and I'll send it up to the tech team. But either way, I'm telling you, this is way better than it was. Way better than it was. I am thrilled to death that this is what it is now. But yeah,
I'm just trying to earn you some bits, DJs. Just trying to earn you some bits.
How would that earn bits? Oh my God!
Someone's gonna say "Shut up, Karkin." Like at least 10 people should have said "Shut up, Karkin" by now. You know. But,
hey, Karkin, shut up!
Shut the hell up, Karkin!
That costs bits, guys. Unless you got the button.
No, I just can say it anyway. Mimi, I feel like personally described by you saying extra jiggles are much, much better.
Ooh, I like extra jiggles.
Right?
Yeah, nice way. Karkin, shut the hell up! Hey, Broken Wolf, thank you! Appreciate it. How many armadas is this? Oh, I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to die. See, I spent too much time diddling around. Now I'm not going to...
Divine, did you just ask for lag?
Divine? Divine says the refresh is so fast you need to be quick to get any new tasks showing up. Needs a delay. You shut that filthy mouth! All right? You shut it up! Texas guy, thank you. I appreciate that. Texas guy with the 24-month resub. I should say a couple of other thank yous. I didn't say these earlier. Iron Chef with the 100 kitty bitties. Thank you. Iron Chef says, for the record, we support all content creators. There would be many who would not be here if not for Rev, No One, and DJs. We owe them many thanks. There are also many who have been waiting years for a CC program to apply to. Thank you, Iron Chef. I agree. And that's why I... Oh, wait.
Join your armada. You're not joined it.
No, I'm not. Hang on. I'll have a comment, but I probably just lost this armada. A treasure train. All right, guys, we're getting ready to start a treasure train. And what that means is... So Twitch is launching these new hype trains. I don't think I'm going to get there, guys. I'm not going to get there.
Did you just...
Oh, I did! Yay! Bam! I made it. So, what a treasure train is a new Twitch promotion, Tarpy. If we get to level 5, then it instantly then discounts all the gifted sub bundles of 5 or more by 35%. So that's
I think that's a $50 pack, right?
Huh?
That's a $50 pack, right?
What are you talking about? How much is 5
level
subs?
5 in this treasure train. I don't know. You tell me. You're
what you want me to give away?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't the rule when we get to level 10? Listen,
a train, a treasure train
pays no different.
Treasure.
Yeah, pays no different.
That's true.
No, you know what?
Higher.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Matters is right. It will be 35% cheaper to get to level 10, in which case we'll give away the $100. How's that? All right. How about it? It will be 35% cheaper to get to level 10.
What a savings.
By Grabthar's Hammer. All right, thank you. Lauren, thank you for your 100 kitty bitties. Benny Hill, thank you for your kitty bitties. J-Babes, thank you. Louis P. with the 33-month resub. Louis P. also dropping 5 gifted. Thank you very much. Raj for the kitty bitties. Kellum, thank you for your resub. Texas guy dropping a gifted sub.
I can't believe you couldn't last 2 more minutes.
I'm lasting the minutes. I got all the minutes. I'm doing the minutes right now. Everywhere it matters. Thank you for the gifted sub to Dark Science. McSurgeon, thank you for the resub. Brett, thank you for the resub. Dirty Bird Bill, thank you for the resub. Papa Smurf, thank you for the bits. Gray Sabers, thank you for the bits. And boom, we're caught up and 88% through level 2. If we hit level 5, the gifted bundles of 5 or more go on sale 35% off, and then it will be 35% cheaper to get to level 10, where we will give away a $100 pack. And I'll give you a little hint. See, I've already distributed my packs for this month. Okay? I've already distributed my packs for this month, which means it will be the start of the next arc where you'll be able to get your $100 pack. And there may be something at the start of the next month pertaining to this arc that you might want to be able to spend $100 on. I don't know, maybe, possibly. Damn it, I just died again before my Armada went off.
I used my Vindicator earlier today because it has
I think I full bought this.
hazard resistance.
My Vindicator. You know what? I'll tinker. I don't think my Vindicator will be able to do one of these yet. My Vindicator...
It doesn't matter what level you do.
My Vindicator is only tier 5.
Yeah, don't do that.
Can I go try a G6 Armada with a tier 5?
Can you try? Yeah. Try like the lowest level G6 Armada.
No.
Not a 68.
No, why would I do something that's going to pay me less? See, here's the thing.
Because the points don't matter.
Because it's not like you're running out of the directives.
What? Yeah, but first of all, I'm done with the event. I'm done with the event. Okay, so I wouldn't need to do it. Here's the thing. Why would I do it and get paid less loot just to use the ship?
Oh my god. You're done with the event. Who cares?
That's right.
To see how it's doing and where it's at and
TJ
how
knows
much
what's
further
going
you
on
can
here.
go.
Giving leaks like that is going to get you booted from the CC program. Listen, I'm the one who does all the leaking. I'm still here.
And you get yelled at.
You know, I don't get it. When someone asks why I'm in and why Rev isn't, it can't be because I don't break the rules, because I get in trouble all the time.
Yeah, but you say sorry after you get in trouble.
That's true.
Yeah, you just sounded so Canadian.
I do say sorry. I do say sorry. That's true.
Yeah. Sorry.
I do say
Canadian.
sorry. So, sorry.
I apologize.
Wait, what did that come from? Where did I just get 25,000 tokens?
DJ.
What?
What is wrong with you?
Everything. Where did I just get 25,000 depot tokens? Was that from? That must have been from the meta.
Is that a meta?
That must have been the meta. Where was it? Cons Challengers. Yeah. Look, I just got 25,000. So listen, you guys are. If you finish the event today, you should have 25,000 of this. Now listen. Wait. Oh my God. You said that there was another one running Shiz. There's another one running Shiz. So here's
different tokens.
No, listen. Yes, there's another solo leaderboard running on the 25th. Guys, if you need a top 25 placement, save your currency from today. Then get another 50,000 when you finish this meta on the 25th. And then on that 25th, you'll be able to go in to the Depot Domination event and drop 75,000 of this plus whatever else you earn in events. And you might get your top 25 finish. See, hints and stratagems for our community. 60 seconds on the clock. We're 13% through a level 3. All right, if you guys are wanting to get to that 35% off. Okay. Yeah, Forgotten Sex says they seem to not mind about leaks. They care about calling Scopely out harshly. I mean, I do that too. I'm just maybe a little choosy.
When they deserve it.
Yeah, I do. But I might choose my words differently. Possibly. Yes, Cruzito, I do. Earlier tonight I was bitching. Okay? Let me bitch in peace.
No.
Riskbreaker says not really a hint if others are doing the same. Listen, they might see it, but how many of our people didn't know it? And now I've given you a specific strategy. All right? Mimi says, better plan. Check and see if you have high enough placement in the last 5 minutes of this SLB. Great. Yeah, that would be good too. Forgotten Sex says, I call them out politically. That's right. I call them out politically. I'm very, very political with my words. I've always been political. I deal with people in the real world. I have to, like, that's my job, is to play politics all day. I'm in an administration of a big 100-employee business. I have to fight stuff all the time. All right, guys, thank you very much for the hype train. Appreciate that so much. It is concluded. Thank you. Raj says, or you could place in the top 50 twice and still have enough tokens. So there's not a top 50 in my bracket. Do you guys have a top 50? I only have a top 25. What? Yeah, no, I've only got a top 25. I don't even have a top 50. Look here. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, I
There's
got 27th last time. I was mad.
Yeah. People stopped gifting because I said I wasn't going to give anything at 5. I don't ever give anything at 5. We give it 10. It's $100.
This is what you get for telling people to DM me on a random thing.
There you go. Yeah, 61 to 70's top 25. You guys have top 50. Oh, well, that's even nicer. G5 and below have top 50. So, but what is 26 through 50? How much currency? If it's not 1,500, then you'd have to do it twice. So it might be better to try to angle for top 25 that we only have to do it once. Dump your load once.
What?
That's what she said.
Come on, guys.
Oh my God.
Why? Everything I say. Why?
Are you surprised with what you just said? Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. I was setting you up.
It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fishing, not setting us up. This is not volleyball.
I was Orcanado says I'm surprised. I agree. Can you believe the audacity of these people? Ridiculous.
I'm from down the road, Orcanado. We're flying out in the morning.
You're going to visit Orcanado? That's cool.
No, he lives like close by to where the airport is compared to where we live.
Nice.
Yeah, flying out to see Samo tomorrow though.
Yeah, going to Canada. She sent me an official invite. I'm very excited about it. Let me see if I can find it here real quick.
Are you flying out? Because that would be cool.
Oh no, I'm not going to be able to. That's in 3 days. No, and I've got family things.
You have your thing Thursday.
Yeah, here, let me pop this up on screen for you guys. Wait, am I allowed to share this yet? I am, right?
I've never seen it.
Oh gosh, I hope I'm not leaking something. Should I? I mean, I don't see anything private on here. It looks like a poster. Okay, this is what she's been showing. Okay, good. Yeah. Choose Your Nerd, starring one Major Samo, Dr. Juby, Spectre, and Alex going to be there, plus mystery guest, Locked, and Rando. All right. It is the Major Samo House Party 2.0, Saturday, May 24th, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern. There you go. Iron Fister says, well, good job. Now we know one of them's Tarpy. It wasn't me. I didn't leak it. Wasn't me. See, there you go. All right, leaking stuff. That's what we do here. We just leak stuff. All right. That's what we do. Yeah. All right. So anyway, back to the game. What was I going to do? Oh, I got to do freebooters. Oh my gosh. Okay, we still got 43 minutes on dailies. I was just checking. Haven't done my dailies yet.
Okay, to be fair, like I'm not ever going to be on stream, so chances of it actually being me not fairly high.
If you're wearing that space helmet, you could.
That's true, but I don't have that in my luggage anywhere.
You didn't pre-ship the space helmet?
No.
I heard that it was quite costly to get the microphone wires like wired into it, so when you put the helmet on, you'd still be able to talk.
That's true.
Yeah. Tarpy is going to Sammo's. So there you go. If you leak on the number 4 content creator site, does it make a sound? That depends on what you're leaking, I guess. If you know
what?
I don't,
You're a bad man.
What?
It makes it sound.
No, that was not even
you
what.
Get like 5 DMs every time you say the word leak.
No, I thought my inbox got attacked when we assaulted her with the word moist.
God, I still hate that word.
Dongle.
Shut up.
Oh my God, I have a funny story. I mean, this still will take like 10 seconds.
Does that?
I used the word dongle at work today, and somebody looked at me and was like, "What the hell's a dongle?" I was like, "Well, it's another word for
moist.
penis." No, no. But no, yeah, I thought that was a word that everybody knew. Somebody I was using it. I said I was talking about a dongle, a wireless mouse and keyboard dongle. You know, like the USB dongle that goes in to, so you can use a wireless. Yeah, I was like, just pull out the dongle and put it back in. They said their mouse and keyboard wasn't working. I said, well, it's the first thing. Just pull out the dongle and put it back in. What's a dongle? All right. Hey. That reminds me of another story, since I'm talking about some of my sillier things. Did I tell you the story how I got an IT ticket the other day? And the ticket came in, and it was actually a phone call. They just called me. They didn't file a ticket. They called me and they said, "Hey, my computer screen has gone black." This was only one of them. They had 2. They had 2 monitors, and they were like, yeah, one of them just went black. I have no idea. It won't do anything. It won't come back on. I'm moving my mouse. I'm logged in. I can see my mouse moving on the one screen, but on the other's not working. I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe a monitor blew, or maybe, there's a bad cable or something like that. So I
know where this is going.
I make my way over to the office, and I sit down in front of the computer so I can diagnose what is happening, and then I turned the monitor back on. And then it turned back on. And it was working.
Yeah. I was right. Classic IT crowd.
Yeah. Yep. Just so hey, on the bright side, I got to close that ticket quickly. Right? And while I was over there, I got to eat a piece of flatbread pizza that they had over there. So, I mean, it was worth it. It was totally worth it. I got a piece of pizza.
That's a win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Warbird said the power
really
supply is going out when that happens.
IT request with that. Like,
Yeah.
I have pizza.
I have pizza.
I have this.
Yeah, I'll go quicker.
I'll be right there. Don't even finish talking. You'll explain when I get there.
Cruzito says, "Wait, you're the tech guy?" Yes, I am. Okay, I'm the tech guy. All right, I really am very good at it. All right, there's only certain things. There's only I struggle with some things over here because this is like a technology that I don't. Anyway,
some things you struggle with everything.
I struggle with some things. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The difficulty has been plugging the USB and push the power button.
I get my printer's not printing a lot.
DJs can manage that.
Yeah, I get my printer's not printing a lot. I get that one a lot. Now, I will tell you, if it's something like complicated, yeah, I call a buddy. I phone a friend.
That's why they have secondary levels to IT.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm tier 1. I'm tier 1.
Yeah.
I'm tier 1 support. If I need something bigger than that, I've got a buddy I call. Okay, here's an example of one. Here's an example of one that I couldn't solve on my own. We were running out of IP addresses. Okay, and we use a fire guard or a watch guard firebox. I think that's what it's called, a watch guard firebox. But we were
You don't
running
have IP freely?
We were
It's a
running
setup
out
I have.
of IP addresses. No, because we have DHCP through the firewall and all that stuff. And we were running out of IP addresses because devices were trying to get on the network and they were connected to the network, but they didn't have an IP. Like it was going to that default, the 192.168 dot whatever, .1.25 something. So they were all going there, even though they were connected and everything, and I didn't know what was going on, so I couldn't figure it out. So I called my buddy. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're out of IP addresses." So he's like, "Hey, just log into your DHCP server and add a /2 to your available range." What? Can you like logmein.com and show me what to do? So anyway, he walks me through how to change the pool to a /2, and so then I started going through and assigning IP addresses for the next range up, and then they all broke. He was like, "Oh no, you got to go down. You got to go down one." So we were using .215, and so I started using .216, and then everything broke. He was like, "No, you got to go to .214." And then once I did that, I had one specific set of equipment that still wouldn't communicate. And so I had to call him back for that. And I learned that that's because those devices had their own static IPs programmed into them, and they weren't receiving the static IP from the assignments table in the DHCP server. So because the devices were programmed as static themselves and they didn't have the /2, they couldn't communicate with the .214 range. Now, let me just say, I had no flipping clue what any of that was, okay? I had to phone a friend. But we got it fixed. Forgotten Sex says /2 is either wrong terminology or really stupid as well. I mean, I went to the end of the IP range and I did a /2. Is that not what I was supposed to do? He basically said it opens up a whole nother second range. Oh! It was 20. Yeah, it wasn't 2. It was 20. It's 23. I think it was 23. I don't think it was 24. I think it was 23. That gave me a second range, right? Because /24 would have just given me one range. He told me that it worked backwards. 23. The 23 basically gave me another set. TJ says no. Well, I don't remember. Good God. I had yes, engineer. I think that's what it was. I had a /24 and I switched it to /23, and now it's assigning 2 14s and 2 15s. Oh, see, okay. Now you guys get it, okay? I can handle simple stuff. I can handle the simple stuff, okay? Like, why is my monitor not working? I can fix that. All right. By the way, you know what I had to end up doing with the mouse and keyboard that weren't working? Because replacing the dongle didn't work. I had to go put batteries in it. See? Tier 1 tech support.
Oh, my God.
Tier 1 tech support. Okay? I had to put batteries in it. And then it was fine. I can do those things. I know how to change toner in a printer. See? I can do the simple stuff. All right? And I know who to call when it's complicated. So that's half the battle right there, isn't it? Knowing how to fix something, even if I don't know how to fix it, I know who to help me fix it. Doesn't that make me valuable? I've got resources. I know how to use them.
Mr. Rolodex over here.
Yes, thank you. That's exactly right. I should be walking. I'm not wearing pants. I came out tonight without pants because I was going to walk, and then I kind of forgot about it. We've just been doing this. Let me see how many other events I've got, and then we'll walk. I need to do 20 minutes. I need to do 20 minutes of walking. That is why I'm the number 12 content creator. You're daggone straight. Okay? Thank you, Loki. That's what good managers know how to do. See, that's what I'm saying. I know how to get the help that I need when I need it. It is a little sad that your coworkers don't know how to turn on monitors, add batteries, and change toner. Bro, you don't even know. Are other coworkers not like this? Because this is all I get all day. I'm not kidding you guys. On top of like the other work that I'm supposed to do. I mean, does that not happen to other people? I mean, they've made movies about it. I feel like. I feel like there's movies. So, oh, hi. Who's that?
DJz asks, where do I put my wet dongle? Where are my pants?
God. My pants are in the house. I'm not wearing pants. All right, we got to finish dailies first, and then I'm going to look at this event. I have been buying rare Zindy directives. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Tarpy, you talked me into it. Oh, Tarpy left. Where'd Tarpy go? I've been buying rare Zindy directives.
She had to go get ready for an early flight, I believe she said.
Oh, that's right.
In chat.
It's not the wrong thing to do. How many rare Zindy directives have you been buying, though? That's maybe
a single chest per day, the cheap one, so I can get one rare a week.
Okay. I mean,
I don't feel like that's a bad
you're
thing.
getting yourself 1 point. I don't know. You're getting 7 pulls per week, and you only need 5.
You only need 5, yeah. So I kind of figured I can either pull it every day or I can take 2 days off. But yeah, I figured 1 week. Cruzita says, don't waste Alliance tournament credits on them. Yeah.
Buy, right? So you can just buy a 5 chest on one day, and
yeah, but it's more expensive.
Once a week.
Actually, you know what? I don't know that it is more expensive. Does it scale?
Is it? Go check.
I will.
Because if you haven't bought 5 today, then there's no cooldown. I think it's the same. You could literally just buy it on Wednesday right before you do your Armada.
I could. Where is that? DTI store?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Borg store. Borg store. Here it is. I can't open
Borg
it.
store.
So, section 31. Sorry, section 31. And I can't open it. So
You
I don't
can't?
know.
Then you bought 5. Or you bought 5 within the... What's your cooldown, sir?
It's when you do a chest pull, it's a 24-hour cooldown. Daystro says there's no premium. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. 700 for 1, 3,500 for 5. Okay. Well.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, right.
It's probably easier for me to stomach the cost if I do it once a day.
Once a day for 7 days and pay.
Well, yeah, because then. Yeah, but I get more. Then I get more.
Always good to have an extra stockpile if he wants to do another one.
Yeah, maybe I need the currency. Like right now, I can't even pull my Zindy chest, which I'm going to do as soon as I run it. I've got to do. By the way, can I ask this question? Now, see, there are some things that I know and some things that I don't know. I thought they said that they removed all of the crazy hostiles from Q's trials. They're still there for me. Yeah?
Did you send in a ticket?
Yes, I did. And they refreshed it.
Did they get back to you? And they came back?
Yes, it came back again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'll show you one.
Are you sure it's just not a really hard hostile?
No, because I can Q's trial them. Look, it came back. This one. So they refreshed it. It's only a 232 billion hostile, but I'm here to tell you guys, I died. Look, I failed.
You didn't unsee Janeway, did you?
Bro.
Did you? Is that what you did?
What are you doing? What are you See, I was just testing you. I was just testing you. I just wanted to see. We're all about
tech support right there.
Yeah, we all about problem solving around here. Okay, see, I was just trying to educate. All right, I was just back to number 15 content creator. Thank you, Worf. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, that's great. All right, let's take. What are we taking out? Con, I guess. We'll take Con out. Anyway, good catch, by the way. See, what happened was.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you. And that, by the way, that's a teaching moment. All right. That right there is what we call a teaching moment. So I am glad that I was able to assist you guys in learning how the fleet commanders work and their impact. Okay? Yeah.
I'm doing my part to reduce the number of customer support tickets that are falsely lodged.
Yeah, thank you. How are you guys doing with your away teams? I'm running a rare right now.
Yeah, I'm actually not running one. I need more charts. I was running a rare, and then when I tried to crew one of the officers that was on it, I thought he was on a different away team's thing. So when I hit the speed ups, it was too late, and I realized I rushed my rare faster than I wanted to. Because now I'm just staring at them because I don't have the charts to start the next one.
Now, Carissa, let me ask you, why haven't you run a single one? This is not a bad mechanic. Now, it's definitely slow starting. That's very typical Tiger. But I'm finding enjoyment and value in this. I'm just curious. Shadow Fox says I'm failing miserably because of lack of stats. I have failed a couple, and then I invested some stuff into cons, officer stats, and then I invested into. Was there a favor this month? I don't remember if there was a favor. And then I'm also doing some research. I did invest some into the new research. So, yeah, these stat researches are pretty helpful. I took one of them all the way up to level 5 because I completed a 10,000 point rare. So, or a 10,000 chest rare. No, that's epic. Is it 5,000 on the rares?
It could have been a rare, but it also could have been the rare that has the bonus stuff in it if you crit.
I did not crit.
The one you're running right now.
Yeah, now this one I'm running right now, I'm going to hope that I crit, but I did not crit on the first one.
So when I get those ones, and I re-roll for them until I get the one like you have right now.
Yeah, this is definitely a better one.
I will drop it down to about, I think I got it at about 79% success rate.
And then you had a 60% crit chance.
Yeah. So
I was scared.
A little bit of a gamble at getting none. But
yeah.
If I get the crit,
if you hit, it's 16,000. I know. I thought about that because I could have done the same thing with this assignment. I could have done. I instead decided to opt for the 5,500. With a 30% chance of the extra 11 because it wasn't worth, in my mind, a 67% chance, a 33% chance at nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was too scared by that. But I've also failed 2 of them already. So I didn't want to fail. Yeah, I didn't want to fail another one. Cruzito says you have currency for more stat research. Yes, I do. But I will have you know that it costs Pioneer crests to upgrade the officers this month. And I currently do not have enough. So I took a pause from the research and I upgraded. And I don't know if this was the right thing, but I feel like it was because of my grind. But I did promote Carol to tier 2. So she costed 10,000 Pioneer Crest just to go to tier 2.
She's pricey.
She's pricey.
But I think worth it.
Well,
have we talked about her application and who partnering her with and aspects of things?
Dude,
and
I've got a 200% loot bonus now, and I feel like that.
Well, even aside from that, just the aspects of a tier 2 Marcus combined with a one-sided synergy for Janeway should give you a full synergy Janeway. But with the math, not the actual synergy. So it opens up an officer spot up top that you can.
Well, like I said, I felt like it was worth it. So I did invest in the officer over the research. I did a couple levels of research, and it was only moving the needle about 1 or 2% each. So I figured, a 95% chance is about as strong as 97%, so I did decide that I wanted to boost her up because that is going to help me with my grind. All right, because I am still actively grinding. I'm still feeding these refineries. TJ says that was a fail. You should be doing research before the officers. Yeah, but I was chasing a different thing, TJ. I get it. You're right. Researching the officers or doing the research for the officer stats is going to help ATAs, but it depends on what your priority was. I wasn't actually focused on helping my ATAs at that moment. I was focused on improving my grind because I'm still trying to get to 60 million. I'm still trying to feed the refineries because I need con skill points and I want Josham. All right. So
it doesn't increase your reputation though.
No, but she helps me hit less hostiles so that I can maintain the double pulls. All right. Which I've been working very hard and so far have been successful. But, I mean, it's a lot to keep up with. Look, I got to go kill 50s again. Now, I think I've got enough for my next rare pull. I do, and I've got enough for my next epic pull, so I can finally relax for a minute. But, I mean, still, by tomorrow, I'm going to have to go grind 50s, So, but I've got my rep to 45 million, so I'm 75% there to where I need to be. So it's just, it's been a slog. So I don't necessarily disagree, TJ, but I think my priority was different. I think my priority was different than what yours was. Yeah, see, you're in a different position. TJ says, yeah, I've been at 120 million since week 1. Well, good for you. Good for you. I'm not there yet.
If anybody either is struggling because of what they can hit or struggling because the time they have to play, then increasing their loot to be able to maintain their pulls is okay to prioritize over the research.
And that is what I've been doing. Because I don't have time. I don't have time. Yeah, I don't have time to hit 500 hostiles or 2,000 hostiles. Some of you guys are hitting rep cap. I don't have time for that. I can't. So maintaining the double pulls has been a challenge. I will say this, and I don't know. I feel a little deja vu. I feel like maybe we did talk about this, but I only realized today that Botany Bay Mastery is feeding us 60,000 a day. That's not small, guys. 60,000 a day when you look at the common refinery. The common refinery on a double pull is only giving you 27,000. Okay? And everybody should have Botany Bay Mastery. So, like, that's a nice little source, too, that people should be paying attention to. So, yeah. But, yeah, I have ground. I have ground more than I ever thought I would grind. Shadow Fox says that's only 32 hostiles. I mean, it's something. That's 32 hostiles I don't have to hit. I'm good with that. Right? I'm good with that. Oh. Hey, listen, I'm not critical of the design, Cruzito. I'm not. I've been very, very openly praise. I think this arc design, the game design element of it has been very praiseworthy. I think that there's a couple of other issues. I mean, engineering has been a mess this month I think there's been a few live ops issues, not terrible. I think the events have been very grindy, but I think if you look at the arc being grindy, I almost wonder if it wasn't like a secret message. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if it wasn't like, hey, yes, we're going to make you grind, but we want you to see what grinding can do. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to some people? Like, a grinder's arc is so uncommon in this game. You know? And I halfway wonder if live ops, I might be giving too much credit because they haven't confirmed this to me, but I halfway wonder if they wanted people to grind more so that they could realize what was possible with this arc. Although, yeah, Carissa and Odysseus just said the same thing. No, they want you to hate the grind so you pay for a quick, pay for a shortcut next month. Well, that I don't see how we would. Yeah, I don't see how that is something we wouldn't be expecting. Okay, I mean, obviously we're going to be expecting something that's going to improve this grind. So
usually you have to pay for the shortcut and they time gate the grind or progression. So it's nice for them not to have both those things in place.
Yeah.
Great that people who are grind crazy can grind the heck out of this thing and excel, and the rest of us can just buy something next month.
Yeah. Yeah. So no. I'm not
good for them.
I'm not critical of the design, Cruzito. That's been me all month long. The design is beautiful. And yes, I am fine with it being a super sloggy grind. All right, on the free-to-play stuff. Totally fine with that. I think it's brilliant game design. I think anything worth value should be available on day one, but it should be a steep requirement. So, and this is the first time they've really ever gone full tilt into that category. So I'm very, very happy with the design. But it goes back to the old saying, like, they just can't fire on all cylinders. Engineering was a mess this month, just an absolute mess. And that's sad. I feel like that's sad. I think Live Ops is not going to get a positive review this month, although I'm not sure if that's fair. I think Live Ops was glimpsing into the design. But when you add the grind of the design on top of the grind of the loop and it not really lining up with how some players wanted to play it, you know what I'm saying? I think that could have possibly been a misstep. But I know this arc runner. He's usually pretty attentive to detail. I'm wondering, I genuinely do wonder if it's possible that he was trying to give players insight into what this arc could pay if you ground a lot. You know what I'm saying?
If you put in the time.
Yeah, if you put your time in.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I think. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I know some players have been vocal about not liking it.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll never please everybody, I suppose.
I mean, I don't like doing it, but I still like the design. I like that. I think it's good for the player base on a whole. It's just not good for me because I don't like grindy stuff.
I hate grind.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I've been grinding this month. I don't even know why. Why? We're going to make Badgie Captain.
So you can unlock Con. That's why everyone's doing it.
Yeah. I have Con. They gave me Con.
I know. That's why I don't know why you're doing it either.
They gave me Con. I'm doing it. But yeah, like I guess the skill points and then Josham, there's a lot of value in this arc. There really is a lot of value in this arc.
I don't know, you're really pushing for him. I had to get him real fast.
Yeah,
I can understand if you were like free to playing con that
I
you want that.
think part
Shit,
of this, I think part of this is also a little subliminal to me. Like, I want to play it out. I want to see it firsthand. I want to see if this design works. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I'm already convinced that it does, but I think I wanted to experience it. You know? And because this is something that we've asked for so long, I wanted to play it the way that I've asked for it to be built so I can make sure that I'm not out of my damn mind. Guess what?
Yeah.
I feel vindicated. You know? I feel like this has been a fantastically designed arc. And wow, I have 19,000 rare Zindy directives. Did you see that? What? Yeah, trust but verify, Cruzito. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You got it. I wanted to experience it firsthand. And that's not surprising. You guys have seen me do stuff like that before. I have purposely held back from paid content in the past to walk alongside you and make sure.
Disco Primes.
That's damn straight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a foreign concept to me. How is Griffin doing with his no paid content? Here's the thing. He's doing fine with it because at least it was a month where he could grind some stuff out. Now, I don't think he's at 60 million yet, but I mean, he's playing it. He's playing it. Wow, I did not need all those buffs.
No, those are squishy when you're in G6.
Well, crap. I didn't load Loot Crew. I loaded an Armada Crew. I should have loaded Loot.
Yeah.
Well, do you think that I can kill it without boosts?
Aren't you doing it with the specific officers, or are you done that?
No, I'm done that one. Now I'm doing my weekly mini. I'm doing the Zindies.
Can you kill the 68 uncommon armadas without the buffs?
Yeah.
Then yes, because my Vindicator also kills.
All right, you know what? I'm going to summon home, and I'm going to restack with loot. I'm going to restack with loot.
Yeah, just make sure you got Neelix and Dezok.
Dazok? I didn't have Dazok.
How long are they lasting? You might not even need Dezok, probably.
Let's look. Well, it's not a good example because I had all the boosts. It only went one round, but I used all the boosts, so I don't know how I'm going to do without it. But all right, I'm going to bring it home. You know what? I'm going to lose my max fortify. I'm going to lose everything. But let's just do it in the name of science. All right.
Just in case, throw them under, but I think you're probably not going to need them. It won't hit that, what is it, round 8 or something that it does the super weapon?
All right, so we'll throw a little Dazok action in here. We'll put him in place of Hugh. Where you at, Dazok? There you are. Okay, we'll put you in place of Hugh. I need to load Armada Loot, which is down here. Armada Loot. Nice. And now I got to put Dazok back because that was a preset. So there you are. Put you in place of Pelia. TJ says, stop wasting starts. It's fine, bro.
It's just to save them for incursions.
Oh, because of the loot exo? Okay. Well, I already started. I already started this one, man. So I might as well now. I already started this one. But I won't run anymore. How's that? I won't run anymore. I'm doing the biggest one. Wait, isn't this the biggest one? The 60?
Yeah. You're good. 60.
Yeah, that's the biggest one there is. I can't do anything bigger, Cruzito. This is it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not. There's not anybody to help me. I'm just doing it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's hop in there.
Riff me up. I'll come help you. Just kidding. I can't.
Maxenheimer, you're right. My cube can transwarp there, except I have gazillions of jump juice and not nearly enough transwarp conduits or whatever those things are called. Yeah. I run out of those things every day. So I've been using my jump juice so I can save my Borg stuff for where I need it because my disco does not have as good a warp range. So when I need to go somewhere farther, then I use my transwarp on my cube. because it's got better warp range than the disco. So I use the disco when I can because I don't have enough of the other stuff. All right, I've got an exo rolling, but no boosts. And days off.
You're good.
Yep, I killed it.
You're fine.
I did indeed kill it. Wow, no damage at all.
No. Yeah.
Went 6 rounds.
Okay.
So let's see how much loot I got from that by running loot crew and then not loot crew. In the first one, I got 1.87 million. In the second one, 4.3 million. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's why you don't need to wait for incursions.
Oh, God.
Especially because the directives are so easily sourced now.
All right. Yeah, I'll wait. I won't do any more. But now I know I can. That's exciting. What?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
Right?
Look at me.
How nice.
All right. Was that enough, by the way, for me to do my Zindi event?
Yep. Yeah, only one is all you need.
Yep, there it goes. Final weapon. Doom, boom, done. Okay.
One rare launch of the Zindi.
Okay, so the only other events I have left will be to go hit aquatics. Yeah, I got to go hit 20 aquatics. And I guess I got to get ready to do some dailies. 5 minutes warning on dailies, by the way. Fleet Commander upgrade. Is Fleet Commander upgrade paying skill points on the new guys now? Or do I still have to do the old things?
Pain. Oh, event. Are you getting
Nah,
points for
see,
using
I got to
skill
spend. I'll have to spend. Yeah.
Either it's
Ugh.
rarest or
In the
getting
refinery.
spending uncommon. 28 of the pulls of the individual officer for their skill points, or spend 5 rare.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's come in to the refinery command center and redeem some skill points. I've been redeeming in Spock. All right. So we're done with that. Cool. And there's another ahead of the curve. I'm ahead of the curve this month. I might actually finish it for a change. Oh.
Wait.
Yeah, no, crazy. Cruzita said, I feel like this is a test for us. What? What's the test? Man, am I done all my events? No, I just said I got to go kill Zindi Aquatics. All right, let's bring these guys home. That guy can warp. This guy can... Can that guy warp? Yep. And the cube can warp. So I'll have to disco back to Defiance. We'll go ahead and load up an NX-01 here. NX-01 runs with Anorak's crew. I've been running Anorak's full synergy against the 42s. Huh?
Go Anorax. Just take out one of them.
No.
And put in Curon.
No.
Just get done faster.
No. It doesn't take that. No. I will, however, load Dane under deck. How's that? Is that an acceptable compromise? Where is he? Oh, he's already there. Okay. Yeah, I'll load Dane. Okay. Fair. No, because I want the opportunity chips because I've been feeding that. I know. Shawty says finish my dailies. I'm done. I'm done with my dailies. I don't do them all. I don't do them all.
With Anorax, with one side of synergy, you'll get 140. With both sides synergy, you get 150.
Yeah, that's great.
Kill more fast enough to get the same, to get more chips faster if you have a 50% impulse boost.
Bruh.
You'll have more kills, but you will be done faster getting however many it is you need. What do you need? 2, 4, 6.
All right. Wow, Chad is giving me so much shit right now. Okay, hang on.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they on my side? Or
Why am I'm missing so much
What are they
stuff? Cruzito, first of all, normally I do as much as I can, but you know when I'm on stream, I almost always miss.
Shut the hell up!
Thank you, Burger Wolf. I almost always miss my dailies. The fact that I claimed it today is better than not. Now, if you want me to come in here and do a building, great, fine. I'm fine to do that. I'll do an Insta building. That's fine. Okay, and I'll get the speed ups. I have no problem doing that. I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, I ordinarily play and do them all. But when I'm with you guys on stream, it's tough. I don't always do them all because a lot of times I don't even get to finish them. So the fact that I'm doing it, here's why I also don't care about Impulse, because I'm only hitting the battleships, bro. And half the time I let it sit idle.
Far away from each other.
Well, half the time I let them
okay.
sit idle because I'll go and do other things. I'll load up Kirshara for 2 or 3, and then I'll let it go. Spock says, been grinding rep all stream, just got to 58 million. Yeah, you're doing better than me. So, yeah, I'll pop back in. I'll hit what I can. I'll load it up into Kirshara, and then I'll go back. Then I'll go back to doing something else.
That's fine then. I thought you were going to pay attention to what you were doing.
Wristbreaker says Cruzito's point is you did a lot while you could have done those. Yeah, but some of it is mindless, and some of it I'm playing. And I listen. I actually had told myself tonight I was going to set a cap of midnight, and it's after midnight now, so I wasn't going to stream super late. But here we are. Here we are. So, but I am going to go here shortly. Just as a reminder for those of you who are joining us here now, wow, 270 of you still in chat. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you. Mwah. I kill you. Thank you for the gifted sub. I missed that a little bit ago. Thank you. I think I missed yours. So for those who missed it earlier, I am not. Oh, crap. I forgot to start walking. So wait, does that mean I got to do 20 more minutes? Okay. You know what? You're right, though. You're right. Got to do the walk. You guys are holding me accountable. I got to do it. Oh. Now, for those of you who missed my announcement earlier, I had originally announced that I was going to do a stream tomorrow. I am now not doing that because I'm going to go see my oldest son, and I'm going to hang out with him tomorrow. So I will do a makeup with you guys on Friday, and that will not be I'm not going to consider that a bonus stream. I'll do it as a makeup from Thursday. Oh. Texas guy says, what is the mantis trick? What is the mantis trick? To what are you referring? I'm not sure. Be more specific. Okay, workout, indoor run. I'm not going to run the game because I'm playing Star Trek, but I am going to go. Oh, there it goes. Speed up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, what mantis trick are you talking about? The mantis trick is when they promise you a comm chest and then it hasn't come 2 years later. I agree. That's a funny one. The little jink after hitting spawns another. Oh, I don't think that's true. I've done that. I actually have much better luck with going to Galaxy and just refreshing the system. All right. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen people talk about that, Darkfire, but I have just found better luck leaving the system and coming back. All right, so we're going to load up. I'm going to load up a loot crew. Where's my grinders crew? Down further, I guess. There it is, loot grind. I'm going to load up loot grind, and we are going to add Carol in place of Data. Where is Doc? Oh, see, now this is where you messed me up. You had me put Doc. Doc's on the freaking NX-01. Dang it. So now I got to finish that.
Put Doc on the NX01.
Huh?
Who said to put Doc on the NX01?
You did.
No,
You
I didn't.
booger.
I said take one side off and put Cure on. I didn't say anything about Doc.
I heard the doc. No, now I get it. It was impulse. Texas guy says, "Cool, thanks. I just hit the crap out of them while I code." What? The battleships? See, I'm not in here to grind. I'll hit the battleships for the opportunity chips, and I just hit 20 and I go home. So I'm just waiting until that event is done.
40, it covers you for all of the special opportunity chips you need for the entire week if you're double pulling.
Well, I bulk grind them, so I actually just did a bunch of these here not long ago. So I've got like 1,200 opportunity chips.
Special opportunity chips? Or are we talking regular opportunity chips?
The special ones.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
ones
okay,
every
yes,
72 hours.
obviously. Yeah. Okay.
Vic says, "Do you use the 40 token system to fill up?" No, not to fill up. I'm not doing this event to fill up. I'm doing this event for 20 battleships for the opportunity chips.
Yeah, you hit the 40s so that you can kill them before they get their big gun off,
Yes,
and you never have to come back.
correct.
So here's what I do on Wednesdays. I will load up Anorax, One Side Synergy, and Curon. And I will go to the 51 system.
Boring.
And I'll hit the battleships there. And I'll do 3 runs of filling up my cargo.
What?
And that'll get me both types of loot
Why?
that I need for the whole week.
You're crazy. Yeah, I don't play that
Do you
way.
know how quickly you fill up your cargo
Pass.
there?
Pass. Yeah, you tell him, Karkin.
Yeah, the only reason I like doing this every week is for the continual refreshing of my special opportunity chips. Otherwise, I'd just hit 10 of them and be done. 20.
No, so when I need the loot, I'll load full loot crew with cargo officer below deck, La'an, and I'll go to the 62, and I hit 5 interceptors, and I'm done. That's a full cargo. 5. Level 62s with full loot. Then I'm done. Wait, did the sticker not work? 0, it worked earlier. The turtle worked. It humped my shoulder. Excuse me for breathing loudly. I'll turn up some music if you want. Because I'm on a treadmill. and I'm walking at 3.2 miles an hour.
I wasn't sure.
Huh?
I said, thank God you're on a treadmill. I wasn't looking at your at you on my screen, so I was wondering why you were so out of breath all of
I
a
got to
sudden.
do 19 more minutes. And then I'm going to end stream. 19 minutes. But thank you, guys, for holding me accountable. I had forgotten about it. Who was it that said to do it? Was it TJ? Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. This is what it's about, community. This is about being helpful and supporting each other and holding each other accountable. And here I am at midnight on the treadmill. Ha. Cruzito says we need a redeem to help out with it. So somebody was joking about controlling the treadmill speed with redeems. I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to do that right yet. But this is not an incline. This is just a cheap under-desk treadmill. So it's not you wouldn't be able to control the incline. Yeah. Let's go. Give me some better music. Yo. There we go. TJ says, can I get an invite into your Cardio Quest guild? I think it's full at the moment, but we did start a second one. Captain Bull started a second one. and we are competing against each other. So, but yeah, I think mine's full right now. Paulo says I can control DJs that will change the speed. Yeah, we could change speed. I could do speed, but I can't do incline. All right. Let's go do a little bit of rep grind just for a few minutes because I don't have anything left to do tonight. So we'll go do a little bit of that. I do have some guildmates that have been active. I probably need to clean them out. It's probably a good call. I'll work on that tomorrow, TJ. DM me your Cardio Quest name and I'll get you in. All right, you guys want to speed it up a little bit? I'll let you speed it up. Oh, all right, 3.4. Hey, Spock Monkey, what's going on? Yes, they reminded me to walk tonight. But you know, Spock, you know what's terrible? I'm pretty sure it's after event reset. So my pet is down to 0% again. I missed my event reset today. God bless it. So, but hey, I'll have one for tomorrow.
Dead, like I wanted.
Yeah, no, the pets aren't dead. Yeah, no, I just started. I've got 16 minutes left. Ha! Ooh, loot goblin. Loot goblin. All right, let's grab it. Thank you, Texas guy. I wasn't paying attention.
How many refreshes do you have for the tournament? I could use some 10Ks refreshed if you're willing.
I can do that, yeah. Give me a sec. What? God, this 30% is like 80, 90, 100%. I always flip and die. Every time.
Use Venom. I want to say it once. Use Venom.
No, because then I'd have to go back. DM me over on Discord. I don't check my Twitch DMs. Yeah, I agree, Wolfwood. It's not 30%. It's definitely not. Yeah, it's not 30%. My game is stuck. Let's see if I can free up my ship. Oh my God, the whole thing is stuck.
Free your ships up.
The whole thing is stuck. Oh man. Whole thing is stuck. Your game is stuck too? Great. And I just got out, which means I'm not going to be able to get back in. Poopy Duke. Hey, Samo. What's going on, girly? We were just talking about your house party. Yes, and I'm walking on my treadmill right now. Chat reminded me, they held me accountable. So I'm on the treadmill for 14 more minutes. Cool. Game stuck. Not loading. 0%. 0%. 0%. Not getting in. Game stuck. Game's broke. Game's broke. And I'm even on the treadmill. Good night. All right, guys, don't log out. Don't log out. You ain't getting back in. Yeah, you got to run if you want to log in. Oh, yeah, guys. Servers, authentication servers are offline. Awesome. It's great. Did I throw a shield? It was 10 minutes after 12. No, I didn't Discord. Can you guys still see me on Twitch? Can you guys still see me on Twitch? Respond in chat. Because my Discord just went down. But Twitch is still up. Oh, that's weird. Well, then maybe it's probably not Scopely. Because Twitch is still up. YouTube is still up. But Discord is offline. Yeah. This is an AWS thing. Because Discord is gone. YouTube's working, Twitch is working, Discord's gone, and Scopely's gone. This is AWS. Yeah, let's go, Bezos. Let's go, Bezos. Ow, shit. Just about knocked myself off. The game was not scheduled to go down. So here's what's funny. Twitch is still working. Discord is not. Stream Elements is not. YouTube is. Really interesting. I'm surprised I'm still on Twitch. Because, yeah, Discord just went down and Stream Elements is down. But YouTube and Twitch are up. It's not my data because I'm still on Twitch. Game is working for you? Well, that's weird. Very weird. It can't be my ISP because some of it's working. I did close it completely. But my Discord's not working, and my Stream Elements is not working either. Yeah, Discord's offline, Stream Elements is offline, but Twitch and YouTube are still working. Hi, YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Whew. Yeah. Ha. Whew. Let's go. I added a /2. I added a /2. And everything is working great now. I'm going to get raided tonight. Yeah, calculator's still working. I'm going to get raided tonight because I didn't throw a shield. All right, I'll try it again. Ramscoop says, this just in. Scopely has removed UltimatDJz from the content creator program. And banned his account at the same time. Yeah, I bet you will, Loki. Log in on my phone? All right, I'll try that. How much time I got left? 9 minutes. I did close the launcher. Divine says 0% a local issue. Well, then how do you explain I'm still on Twitch and YouTube? And no, it's not local. It's not working on my phone either. I'm at 0% on my phone also. I am not getting in the game. Well, Jonathan Ingram, it's content night. Where you at, Jonathan Ingram? It's content night. Well, we'll just hang out. I Kill You says, I'll guard your base. Yeah, I bet you will. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness. Get off Wi-Fi on phone and try it? Okay. I don't think I'm on Wi-Fi on this phone. Oh, yeah, I am. All right. Off Wi-Fi. Let's try again. Oh, I'm getting in. All right, I Kill You. So wait, why would my Verizon not let me? Well, now it's coming back. Matters, are you there?
Yep, we're here now. Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, now it's working.
Wondering why you haven't refreshed those tournaments yet, but that's okay. Take your time.
Well, now I'm getting back in. Huh. So was it AWS or was it Verizon? It doesn't make sense that it was my ISP because then I would have lost Twitch and YouTube. No, TJ, it doesn't mean it was a me problem. If it was a me problem, Twitch would have gone down. Oh. All right. I'm sure that my loot goblin is gone. Let's go. I kill you. Did you take my loot goblin? Please tell me you didn't. Please tell me that you're a nice... Oh, it's still there. It's still there. Let's try to kill it for the fourth time. Third time. It'll be the third time. It's still there. All right, come on. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. Let's go, loot goblin. Let's go 30% RNG gods. Come on.
I don't want to be that guy, but it's going to disappear before he hits it.
Yeah. Oh,
I got it that time. Let's go. All right. And look, there he comes. There's I Kill You. I Kill You was coming in to take it from me. He was coming in to gank it. All right, little Picard maneuver. Okay.
Can you not zap the loot goblins with your board
No.
cube?
No, well, yes, but mine isn't strong enough.
Okay.
No, you can't. They're immune to the beams.
The loot
I
goblin
thought
or
it
the
was the
chaser? No, the
Valiant or
loot
the
goblin
loot
is
goblin?
not.
Sorry, yeah. I was thinking about the chasers.
Yeah, chasers are immune. The loot goblins are not, but they're also way huge.
Like, yeah.
Okay, I threw a shield. I got 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes. Why do we keep listening to terrible music? Give me something to amp me up. Okay. Yes, I know the loot goblin can be beamed. I cannot. You can do it. I know I'm the DJ, but I can only play certain stuff. Spock Monkey, I can't be this out of breath when I'm trying to work. The chat upped me to 3.6 tonight. I'm at 3.6. Can I drop it down? Are you guys gonna let me drop it down for a second?
There should definitely be a timer.
I'm already over a mile.
Yeah.
And I'm
They
at
can
20
only control
minutes.
the speed
I got
for
5 minutes
certain-
left.
Like 2 minutes, and you can put it back.
No, 2 minutes is too long. Drop it down. Good. Thank you, guys. Okay, dropping. All right. That's better. Maybe I can catch my breath. That's why Twitch is working. My treadmill was powering it. Hey, no, that's just it. I am pushing. I'm going 25 minutes. I'm at 20 minutes, 30 seconds now. So 4.5 will get me to 25 minutes, which is you play with your progression being fueled by exercise, which is brilliant. So he says he's going to help me lose weight. He has already proven himself to be correct, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep on keeping on, which is why I'm on a treadmill at midnight. So we're going to push. I just about fell off the treadmill because I was looking at my watch. We're going to push for 3 more minutes, and then we're going to be done. All right. Matters, as we get ready to wrap up tonight, do you have anything else that we need to talk about, address, remind people, anything at all?
No, I don't think so.
There's a turtle. Thanks for the humpy turtle. Texas guy, thank you for dropping 5 gifted. That is awesome. Thank you. When did that happen? Stream Elements just came back up. That might have happened a minute ago. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I don't know what's
I
happening.
do want to say that I'm glad you've got another year or however long with your NDA. Good job.
Oh,
for
thank
that.
you.
And that tomorrow, I hope it goes really well for you.
Thank you.
Tomorrow
I'm
you're
looking
going
forward to
see-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Looking forward to tomorrow.
So I'm very happy to hear about that. I'm more happy to hear about that. Frankly.
Yes, I'm excited. I get to go see Landon tomorrow. So that is good. Start my cooldown. I'm at 23 minutes. All right, we'll start the cooldown. Texas guy, thank you for the subs. I don't know when those came in because, like I said, everything's kind of breaking. Okay, cooling down. See, now my Twitch chat is not working, but everything else is. So I can't see any Twitch chat. Yeah, it's not working on screen either. So I apologize. I cannot communicate with you guys. We'll just say, hey, thanks everybody for being here tonight. There's still 270 of you in chat, and I can't read messages from any of you.
I can read it. I'm reading it. I can read it to you.
Okay, read it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. John A. Zoidberg 24 just said boobies.
Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you. I like that.
Ape13 says good job, DJs.
Thank you.
Read our minds, says Morgul Scorpion.
Read your minds. Oh, okay. I am sensing that you guys are ready to raid out. I am sensing that you guys want to see.
Madrox wants to know if you have a Dropbox. He could send you a track of Alexander remix for Saturday.
Yeah, I don't send me your Dropbox link and then I'll download it.
Benny Hills Ghost wants to know if you tried to reinsert the dongle.
Nobody is streaming playing Star Trek, so we can go see Bafty. We can see Val Dudes. We haven't visited Nicole Belafonte for a while. Do you guys want to go see her? Those are your options. Bafty, Val Dudes. Oh,
DJ Doberman says
Sandy's
can
on.
You read the words.
Doesn't matter what he said. Dr. Iron Chef says Karkin is the best. That's
Karkin is the best.
Thanks, Doctor.
All right, we haven't rated Nicole Belafonte for a while. Let's go there. It's literally been a long time since we rated her. Nicole is an
James
old soul.
Bond, that guy, I heard him say, or is he really the highest free-to-play, or did Dekix lose his spot?
Dekix quit, bro.
Oh,
So,
no, what?
Yeah, Dekix quit. I'm pretty sure James Bond is the highest free-to-play. But even he's not true free-to-play. He's only 99.8% pure.
He does state that, yes.
99.8% pure. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's my time. It's been 26 minutes now on the treadmill. I'm going to finish my workout. I'm going to bid you guys all adieu. Thank you guys, everyone, for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you. Love you. Mean it. Thank you for being a part of our community. You guys be sweet to Miss Nicole Belafonte. She's a sweet old soul, and she loves classic music. You guys enjoy it. It's very, very different, very unique, and I think you're going to love it. I'll see you guys on Friday. Good night, everybody.